Welcome to our reality, everyone. I don't know why you're here or why we're all here, but I'm glad you are. Because tonight, actually, I do know why we're here. We are all gathered here today to talk about Big Brother 27. We got a lot to go over tonight, everyone. We just finished up the special elimination episode premiering here on Tuesday night. We have a previous eviction that we'll maybe talk about, and we have a current week of Big Brother 27 full of a new HOH, nominations, veto winner, and possible scenarios of what will happen on Thursday night to go over. I will say right now, first of all, we are live. If you're here in the chat right now, feel free to chat away, vent, whatever you need to do. If you're here after the fact, welcome as well. But regardless, a lot of this is going to be about the special elimination episode or everything surrounding that, which, spoiler alert, if you have not watched that episode yet and saw the thumbnail for this video and didn't know what happened, we just watched, after Mickey going home Thursday night on the 6-1 vote, the White Locust was up and running, the White Locust Resort, and long story short, we lost Rachel Riley in a hamster wheel competition brought back from Big Brother Reindeer Games in this special elimination episode. So we have that to discuss because that has caused quite a bit of waves, controversy from alumni, fans, and the own cast in this game with how seemingly out of nowhere and unfair this twist is in the grand scheme of Big Brother 27, but also in the history of Big Brother, just with how wild this turned out to be. So we're going to be covering a lot of that. And if you are someone who's not interested in talking or hearing more about Rachel Riley and her elimination from the game, feel free to click around to other points in this video. If you're here live, you're stuck in this present time, though, with us as we vent about this, though. But if there are timestamps up, feel free to jump around. And yeah, if you're here for the very first time, my name is Barrett. Joining me as always is my esteemed Big Brother colleague, Z Nick City, and the Zach Perez. And Nick, I'm going to come to you first. And I asked you I told you I was going to ask you this question yesterday, just so I could get you spinning on what it was going to be. So my question to you is simple. Nick, what the fuck?
I don't know the answer to that question still. You know, you told me that question 24 hours ago, and I still don't know. Even after watching the episode, I still feel like I don't know. I just, what the fuck, all around. I feel like, you know, I stayed up that day to watch the return of the live feeds after, 24 hours it felt like. And the worst of the worst, it was like I kept like looking for the people and I was like, okay, like yeah. We're down to like, it was like Keanu and Rachel, and I think that was like it. And I was like, oh no. And then like the girls started talking about like, I can't believe she's gone. I was like, it happened. Like the worst possible thing that could have happened. So I am very much in mourning today, you know, as you know, we're all in black here tonight on the podcast. And I'm not gonna lie, I literally bawled my eyes out watching that episode. Like straight up. I thought it was so emotional. Like I cannot believe that this is the reality that we are living in.
Yeah, it is our reality. Had to get that plug in, you know.
It really unfortunately is.
Yeah, we left I have the veil in my closet, Joseph, actually. Nick, thank you for that. Zach, I'm going to come to you next. Same question, really. Just what are your initial thoughts before we really dive into everything since we last met?
I haven't watched a single moment of feeds since this happened. Since 11:02 p.m. Central Time, February, what was it, 3rd, 4th?
February.
Oh wait,
yeah,
February.
It's been a while since we talked.
It felt like a whole year. September 5th, 11:02 p.m. Central Time. I have not watched the feeds at all, and we watch feeds here occasionally, and that is very hard. We do. We watch the feeds, and. Yeah, this fucking sucks. There's no other better way to put it around it. There are so many gripes that we'll get into about this stupid twist. The Big Brother producers posting things, then deleting them because they realized, oh, the fans are mad. Oh, they're actually upset by this twist.
Y'all mad about that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
like
forgot.
it's just astounding to me the what's it called deftoneness of Big Brother themselves.
Yeah.
And you know, what better way for a season of stupid strategic moves that have been done, and for Rachel to be a victim of one of those stupid strategic moves. And you know what? I can't stand fucking aura painters anymore. Or people who are unemployed who live in their parents' basement for that matter.
I don't know who you're pointing at there, but thank you both for that. We are obviously going to be talking about this as our first topic. I told y'all beforehand, if we have time, as long as we don't spend a crazy amount of time on this, we'll go back to Mickey's eviction, and then also we'll talk about the current HOH, the current nominees, current veto. We got to get through all of this first because it is Rachel Riley's wake that we are essentially in right now. So let's start with just walking through post Mickey's eviction because the feeds went off. We got the decree from the mastermind himself, which first of all, when we ended our discussion last week, we had no clue that we were going to be sitting here a week from now with Rachel Riley having been, eliminated in a random competition.
Well, I was listening to that podcast and we were all, because, we knew the mastermind was coming.
Yeah.
And it's just funny looking back because we were just like, he's probably just showing up to announce jury and then just leaving. And
or the backyard was going to be open,
Yeah. Hindsight is 2020, but yes.
The backyard is going to be, they're going to be living in the backyard was like probably the main thing because that's what they've been doing. And, right when they announced this at the end of Mickey's eviction with that video, it kind of, I feel like that was the first time we were kind of just like, okay, well, that didn't really lead to anything. Another time where they tease us with a twist that's going to be announced or something, and then it's just nothing. We didn't learn anything. And so the feeds were down while they're doing this White Locust twist. As far as I knew, they were just in the backyard and they were going to be living there. It was going to be another Dire Fest or it was going to be another janky world because that's what the show seems to want to do at the jury point in the game is just kick everyone out into the backyard, And so we were waiting on that. And then, of course, on Unlocked, we have at the end, after rumblings all day from Twitter being like, this things may not be good in the house right now. Sharon Tharp was teasing us and not making us feel good. At the Unlocked episode,
Julie's tweets about like, sometimes you're watching a different game and she's looking in a mirror or something like that. And it's like, and people were theorizing, it's a split house again. We're doing that again. And it's like, what did the mirror have to do with anything?
No, nothing at all. And it's Behind the Mirror, Taryn Armstrong's book that everyone should go pre-order. And it's so we had that, and we had Unlocked that night, Friday night, and we knew the feeds weren't going to be back on until right after Unlocked premiered on the West Coast, which is like a complete F you to everybody that has the feeds constantly when they do stuff like that. It's like, we're going to wait for you to watch the show that we really need you to watch. I didn't watch Unlocked, but then of course the clips start coming in from the end of the episode where Taylor's like, and tune in Tuesday for a special elimination episode where someone's game comes to an end. And then that combined with all of the tweets that we had seen before just gave us all a bad feeling. And then of course right before 11 o'clock Central Time when the feeds came back on for us, Sharon Tharp has that one tweet where she's like, I'm logging off for the night, and that confirmed more than anything that Rachel Riley was the person that got eliminated. And through the retellings of everything, we figured out like what this competition was that we finally saw tonight on the episode. Who was involved in the picking process, which, I mean, good for them. They kind of recapped it perfectly. Besides, like, we had extra things like they were taking extra time during the HOH or during the wheel comp when they finished it to not try to be HOH, or at least in Vince's case. And I think Morgan did it as well. But for what we knew that they described, it was pretty accurate from what we saw in the episode. And yeah, that's where we're at. Rachel Riley not nominated, no votes cast against her, no eviction, no goodbye messages, no audience. I know she'll get an interview with Julie on Thursday, but
At
no
what
pomp and
cost?
circumstance for Rachel Riley, someone who, in a game full of a scared cast, as Joseph was saying, someone that took her confidence and walked all over them with it, was the only person to really make a really strong move this season and stand behind it, which is nominating Riley. Someone like, if she didn't make that move, Riley and Catherine would probably still be in the game. And who knows where we'd be. Someone that really could have been the second winner of Big Brother, someone I could actually see like kind of weaving her way. And this is not to say that like Rachel Riley wasn't going to go out as the first juror, but to sit here and have me watch Rachel Riley play her best game yet, better than her game that, on the season where she won, and have her go out in a dumb competition, like, it's such a slap in the face, I think, to any player that would be playing this game. And I know there's a whole discussion about like, if it wasn't Rachel, would we even be talking about this? And certainly, if Kelly went out in this competition, we would not be sitting here in all black. But we would certainly be like, this is kind of bullshit that they would even do this in the first place to someone. In a game that is a marathon, literally make them do a sprint-like competition running on a hamster wheel trying to get a maze done. After 60 months of campaigning, strategizing, relationship building, structuring in the house, it is so stupid to watch a team do this over and over again. And I know we are not privy to how distant the production's mind is from the fans' mind in Big Brother. But this is probably the most ridiculous form of it I've ever seen. And it's just a slap in the face to anyone who wants to play this game or who loved this game. And it makes watching Rachel, it made me think like, okay, if I was in this position, how would I feel? And awful is the answer. Like, everything you worked towards was for nothing. And for someone like Rachel, and I know I will stop talking in a second, I promise. But for Rachel to think that Rachel was 2 days or a day before that sitting there counting her days, practicing for competitions that she knows are coming up in the gym, and doing all the things that a player should be doing in this house, and for a twist to be thrown out like this with also with false pretenses that you have to rely on your social standing in order to play in this No, you just have to figure out, how, if you're the first one to go, how much time you had left over. And then you can figure out when someone's going to probably get eliminated from that competition. And so that's what they strategized around. It had nothing to do with social standing, nothing at all to do with social standing. And yeah, I'm sorry. But anything I just said, I want y'all to talk about this too in chat. I also see all of you, and we'll get to that. But Nick, I'm going to come to you next. Just expand on your thoughts a little bit from earlier.
So, like, Colton asked the question in the chat saying, what is the best defense you guys have for production? And I feel like they were thinking, like you just said, Barrett, like, oh, like, it's a safety chain type thing, so like you have to have a social game with the person, so they want to save you. And it's like, no, that's literally not what the hell happened at all. Because like you said, we heard them, like Morgan was like, I had like 150 left, like you'll be fine, like you have 330, like it'll be good. Like they were literally going off of that. And also, we have a history of people in this season making dumb decisions. So we're gonna give them something where they have 10 whole minutes to do something where it's gonna end somebody's game. Are you friggin' kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, these people couldn't decide if they wanted to use the veto for 4 friggin' days, and you're gonna ask them to eliminate somebody within 10 minutes? Like, it just... And then all it takes is one idiot like Vince to pick somebody not in their alliance. And all of a sudden, everything is just derailed and thrown out the window. So it had nothing to do with social strategy at all. Like, literally at all. It felt like it was the purge in the challenge. And you don't watch the challenge, but that's literally how that works on the challenge. And Big Brother turned into the challenge. Exactly. It's like a purge in the challenge is like when they do a challenge essentially, and the last person is just like out of the game. Like the person who comes in last is just automatically gone.
But the thing about
that's not Big Brother.
Well, the thing about the challenge is, you know what they at least do? They make sure everyone is competing. Every single person.
That's true too.
But continue.
No, that's even a better statement, you know? It's like even in shows like The Challenge, they make it a little bit more fair. This just felt like, to me, I will say this too. I think production was also thinking like about all of the drama that this competition caused for Brittany and Danielle, and like the reindeer games, and
Yeah.
like that spilling into the traders, and like how big the traders was this season and stuff like that. I think they were trying to recreate a dramatic moment like that again. And that's why they were like, we have to do this wheel again. Like they were talking about reindeer games on Peacock. Like, are we really gonna let them do that? Like, and so I think they were trying to recreate another crazy iconic moment that was gonna like get them ratings or something, right? Like get them like some type of exposure, like it did with Brittany and Danielle. But girl, no, not with this cast. Like I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. It was so bad.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't think that this cast is immediately, or I mean, I'm going to be for real, like any of the previous few casts that they've had are not going to take this twist and probably do the same exact thing, which is, does anyone want to volunteer? Why would they not do that, you know? So
they had people volunteering for knockout competitions. You really think they're like gonna like it just,
especially
with this cast, this was the worst possible thing to do.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, whenever you're doing this, volunteering is not the way to go. Apparently, we steered away from that. That's only for knockout competitions. Apparently, if your allies are volunteering, well, allies and Lauren, or well, I guess Ava and Lauren are allies for some reason.
They're in flower power. Yeah, it's a new thing. We'll talk
whatever.
about it.
Yeah,
they're the Bond girls.
Anyway, apparently that doesn't matter. Only if your enemies are volunteering should you pick them, or forcing someone to volunteer is even better.
Yeah, this competition itself, for them to not have like any time to like really think about it, or for like Rachel to be the only one that's trying to explain it after she yanked Ava's arm off and pulled her into the storage room, you know.
How dare she? She needs to be arrested. That is what Facebook is going to say.
I'm not even gonna touch that. But
I'm also joking, chat. This is by far the stupidest reason not to pick someone. In a moment, Michael Bruner, during a double eviction, did this to two women. They didn't make a big deal about it because it wasn't a big deal. Do not act like you're a badass. Just don't touch me. Don't touch. In a house where they give each other hugs 24/7, they hug each other all the damn time. You're worried about someone touching you then? Stop. Enough. Ava, no one cares that you're from Long Island. No one cares that you're Italian. No one cares that you are an aura painter. You are trying to be a badass when you're not. Because all she does is talk all this shit in the DRs and can't have the cojones to say it to anyone's face. The only time that she did was, did you just talk to me that way? Or whatever she said. I believe I have a what? Enough.
I'm gonna have to turn you down. No, I agree that, and where a lot of that is coming from for Zach, for those who don't know, is that since the feeds have come back on, Ava has been on a tear for Rachel and talking all kinds of trash and calling her a lot of words, both confirmed and non-confirmed on the feeds, some worse than others. And I don't understand where she's coming from with this. I know some people are like, it's a guilt thing. Like, I don't think that that's really where this is coming from with Ava at all. After watching this episode tonight, no, absolutely not. But you know, I'm frustrated with Ava from what she's done when she gets in power, and I'm frustrated with how she's played the game really since then. Just last week, I was kind of feeling bad about her ability to want to play this game, and then ever since
We said she was gonna all probably be top 3 for AFP.
Yeah, I was like, she climbed her way back in. She had some funny moments, and she still could. You know, I'm not saying she can't, but this is a tough time. Like, it depends on how, I guess, people who don't watch the feeds feel about her, because they're not going to show her saying those things about Rachel. They didn't show Kelly.
Yeah,
They didn't show
no.
Catherine. Like, they're not going to show Ava doing it too. But. Yeah, Ava is a really frustrating me. Let's go back to Rachel real quick, though. I know we'll get to Ava.
This isn't the Ava show. This is the Rachel Riley.
This is the Rachel show. Yeah, the Rachel show got canceled apparently suddenly, without warning. So let's talk about this element of okay, where do you want to go with this next? Because we can like, okay, let's bring up the fact that if anybody else had lost this competition, what would the state of the game really be, or what would the state of the fandom really be? Because we're about to get into a lot of reactions from a lot of people. And so I do want to talk about this, because I agree that, of course, if it was Kelly losing this competition,
I'm sorry.
we would not be complaining if it was I mean, no, actually, Kelly's the only one. Everybody else I would feel way worse about. But regardless, I think we need to look at this from the outset and realize, like,
and also
how
this is the reality we're living in. I do not care about what if. This is our reality right now. Our reality is Rachel went home because of this twist. I do not care about what ifs. There is no what ifs anymore. This happened. This is a thing. This is what it is now. Do not come. What if it was? I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
And we also need to bring up that Rachel, from what I saw in her competing tonight, if she had gone first, she also would not have finished this, because she got stuck in the same spot over and over again, and it didn't seem like she was climbing out of that, unless at like a couple minute marks she picks it up and is able to do it. So there is no, like, the argument that Rachel should have, if Rachel would have gone earlier, maybe she would have. I think she would have been out no matter what if she competed in this. Same thing. I think if Will had competed in this, he would have been out no matter what. And so what that tells me is that we're sending people out of this game in the jury phase of the game based somewhat on a physical ability, and that pisses me off a lot. Regardless of it, and Will, of course, we're sitting here BB Comics week. Will's already injured. He can't. Who knows if he's going to be able to compete in the Blockbuster on Thursday, which is still here. And don't come at me. Don't come at me if we talk about the Blockbuster, because I have never said this thing needed to exist at the final 8. So
perfect
I'm already
news for you.
Shut up. But that does go to another point of, like, we are sitting here in a season that has allowed people on the block to try to save themselves twice, of which Rachel never needed because she was never on the block. And then that person is going to be eliminated in a big hamster wheel Christmas comp that was inspired from a game that was solely based on competitions that had no votes whatsoever. Right. You're throwing that into Big Brother, where there are only votes. This is why there are compilations of every vote eviction in Big Brother history, which now is going to be tainted weirdly by a random ass Big Brother 27 eviction that was not, but with Rachel just walking out of the backyard.
And not only that, people, I've also heard people saying they've done this before with night 1. This isn't night 1.
This is not night 1. No. Also, we already hated it.
Yeah, we hated it.
Yeah.
But even like Jody was voted out technically. Even Cameron was voted out. Glenn was really got the short end of the stick, but
Jody, it was a vote out, but not only that, Glenn and Cameron both got chances to compete.
True.
To come back.
It was all teams when Glenn went out, so you're right. Like,
well, no, I'm talking about the battle back.
Oh yeah, Glenn got another. You're so right.
And Cameron also had a battle back against Cody.
Yeah.
You're right. I totally even forgot about that, but yeah, they even got extra chances after they were evicted. So, and I honestly, I will say I was a little delusional all week, and I was like, they ain't get rid of her. Please, they're gonna see how outraged everyone is, and they're gonna pull something and bring her back.
They couldn't do that though.
Big Brother's rigged for Rachel Riley before. It's not out of the question.
That's
right?
A new level.
But what'd you say?
That's a new level of rigging for Rachel, though. It's not just
I
changing it, like bringing back a twist with Pandora's box, you know?
Well, the
It's
thing is that they never gave us the information on Thursday's show of what the fuck was happening, right? And that made me think, okay, that's leaving the door open so that way like they can kind of like tweak things if they need to. And that's why they left out that information. Because they only told us like, oh, on Tuesday, like someone's game is gonna come to an end or some crap like that. And so they didn't tell us like what was gonna happen on Wednesday and Thursday. So I was like, well, I feel like something's gonna happen, right? But like even like tonight they were like, oh, there's 16 days left. I was like, fuck, like
yeah.
there's not any type of chance in my opinion at all at this point. And
Right.
it's so disappointing.
And that's another thing you can bring up is the fact that they did not prepare this season. And I could see what their vision, you know, our ratings go down in the last few weeks of the season. I feel that I've stopped watching the season many times at this point. This is certainly no exception, but I feel the need to now finish this season out, no matter what. Even if I don't have to watch the feeds to do it, I will be here on Tuesdays. But the fact that they put 17 house guests in this house and still wanted to have the length that they wanted, these last 3 weeks, I know they had wanted to have the month of mayhem, but there's better ways to do it. Like you just give me just give me 2 weeks of double evictions. I don't care. Give me a triple eviction. I'll take that over.
It's not even a month.
Right.
It's not even a month.
It's
No.
so it's month of mayhem, which is actually like 24
3 weeks.
days.
Yeah.
So even that, it's crazy to me that they wanted to do this and clearly planned it from the start. I mean, they always have a twist of some sort for the past 3 seasons at this point in the game. And I saw someone post like, it's crazy to me how Big Brother purposefully beheads itself at the jury mark for the past 4 seasons.
Every single season. Whether
And this is by
it's,
far
like,
the worst one.
oh, definitely the worst one. But like they always just like do some. It's like so funny because I could see them like in like round table and they're like, this is gonna be great, guys. They're gonna live in the backyard and like the fans are gonna eat this up. And like every year it's like, what the hell is this? But it's normally just that, you know, like Zombie Week. We were bored. It wasn't like anything game changing in my opinion. We were just bored. We were like, they're literally just living in the house for the week. They're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And
Then they cut
like
the feeds like all the time.
right. And like I think that's the difference is that the things that they've given us it's kind of just been like, okay, like whatever. This is like we're gonna rip the person that is playing the best game in the house out of the house.
Sorry, Vinny the Lip.
And okay. Uh you threw me off there for a second. I forgot what I was saying. Corey
Sorry.
tweeted that it was no, it's okay. Corey tweeted that it was like playing roulette. And I felt like that was exactly like what it was. Because like they took the chances of you know, it could have been anyone that went home, obviously, but it's like they took that chance, that risk that it could be Rachel Riley. And it happened. And you know, we did get sidetracked over the whole like if it wasn't Rachel, like would we still be upset? I feel like I would be upset still because this isn't that game. Like this is not ever the type of game where someone gets to just go home because they lose a competition. I feel like that would piss me off no matter who it was, except maybe Kelly, just because I don't like her. But I feel
I
like
mean, I feel like we can all agree.
I feel like to me, if Kelly went, it would have been her karma for all the crap that she talks behind people's backs. But like, I don't know. To me, it was just so game breaking that's how it beheaded itself this season. It wasn't just beheading itself because it got really freaking boring. It beheaded itself because it took the only person playing the damn game out of the game. Like, what the hell? All we ask is to play Big Brother. Like,
I know. Yeah.
I just keep on looking at Big Brother 10. There was one twist, and it was in the pre-jury. Just one. I guess double eviction is a twist, but like, you know, that's standard. Then the twist in the pre-jury was, well, like, I guess it was kind of big just because of who it decided who went home. But like, it was in the pre-jury, like you can do that in the pre-jury. Why can't we just go back to Big Brother 10? Just one twist. Like, you know, we can do your powers. That the powers this year were fine. Like,
Nah. Best thing I can do is like a theme and a lot of costumes, and then just whatever serves the most drama, you know? Just whatever.
and then whatever big TV show is on, we're gonna rip off that name. Apparently, like, what is the next biggest TV show? Like what? Buddy or Brother Island instead. Watch, that's gonna be a comp.
Brother Island.
Yeah.
Brother Island. Come on. No.
But Mike White is shivering. And I'm also thinking about the fact this is going back to Survivor 37, 36, one of the two. If Mike White would have won, would have tried, he would have been a millionaire and he wouldn't have had to make White Lotus. We wouldn't have had this twist. So I blame Nick Wilson. I know you have no idea who that is, Barrett, but
No.
I mean, but Nick Wilson didn't vote for himself. Blame the jury who voted for Nick Wilson, if you will.
valid.
All right, let's talk about some reactions to this. Maybe I need to pull up Brendon's first, but what do I have here? Oh, this is Dan Giesling, since I have it here. Dan Giesling tweeted out, just saw the BB27 Rachel news, was rooting for her to be the first two-time winner. Can't even imagine how devastated she must be. Always having a chance to fight to stay in the game and knowing it's never over until the final vote is cast is always what I've loved about Big Brother. Maybe this will help return the franchise to less severe game mechanic twists or even no twist at all. Bringing up season 10, only one twist in the pre-jury, was decisive for one man's game in that twist, which was Jesse Goddard's. And Jesse, if you remember, was also evicted on a different twist in BB11. So Jesse Goddard's, Rachel Riley need to like start a podcast of the two people that were screwed over by production. Two attorneys screwed over by production in Big Brother.
You know what Julie says to this? I swear, if Julie says this to Rachel in the finale, what she said to Jesse, well, why didn't you just play a little harder?
Yeah, insane that she said that, right? Jesse Goddard is stronger than and I didn't mean that in the emotional sense and also the physical sense, obviously. Evil Dick tweeted this out. Sorry, I'm gonna take you away for a second. Almost everyone has had the chance to save themselves 3 times this season: veto, blockbuster, eviction vote, where they can sway the vote. Now there's an eviction by twist. No vote, no blockbuster, no veto. It really is very unfair regardless of who it was. Now I feel bad for Rachel. And just what a stupid way to be evicted. And he just says, I'm sorry, but every person that enters the Big Brother house should have to be evicted by a vote, which Evil Dick saying he feels bad for people is hard to do, I must say.
I was about to say, like, that's crazy that like this is coming from Evil Dick. He does not like Rachel. So
But they were in an alliance. The Vet Alliance.
Yeah, we all remember that.
2 days.
Yeah, remember when Julie asked why Danny didn't say she loved her dad on that eviction episode that Thursday? Bringing back Julie again. So here's Janelle. No blockbuster, no veto, no HOH, no voting, no eviction. Just a shitty twist that shouldn't have happened. Andy Herron had a lot to say as well. I love the line. I don't even want to joke about this. I'm offended. A former winner playing a better game than her winning game, gone because of a twist, made it to jury without being nominated, and we lost her while feeds were down. No eviction vote, no blockbuster, no exit interview with Julie. We are getting that. Nothing. A legend sits in the jury house for no reason other than production being inept. Big Brother is embarrassing, and I can't keep defending it when people say it's one of the worst shows on TV. This isn't the show I fell in love with so many years ago. That's a season 15 alum saying that.
And it's all facts. Like,
yeah.
I see not a single lie other than that she's not getting an exit interview. 'Cause she is. And part of me also feels like that's only happening because everyone online is like losing their minds. Like,
if it was anyone else, would they have even done it? Yeah.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. Like, if Will got evicted, were they gonna bring Will back to be like, hey, like, No, it's because it's Rachel, and everyone online is freaking out.
If it was,
So
I don't know. If it was Will, I think maybe there still would have been. Like, can you imagine if we came back and we found out
maybe,
that Will got
but
eliminated instantly in a physical-esque competition, because he
Bring back,
couldn't do a maze? Like, I
bring
think it
back
would have been
Unk.
pretty bad too.
Bring back Unk. That's what it would say.
Here's more. Josh Martinez says cancel the whole fucking thing. Corey Wittenberger says, like it or not, this whole season was about Rachel, her journey, good moves, bad moves. This is making me think of another point. Whatever. And her being eliminated in one night off feeds is just laughable. Legitimately, this was my favorite season in years, and I have genuinely no interest in watching anymore. Not because Rachel isn't there. It just feels like this season has had the life sucked out of it because they forgot to schedule evictions. Okay, I want to talk about this point right now because this is one of the most, like, if we talk about Big Brother just not caring about their own show, I think we need to talk about the storylines that were set up this season. From get-go, this season has been Rachel Riley, who is going to target Rachel Riley,
Yep.
who is going to put up Rachel Riley, because everyone from Jump is like, well, maybe we should target Rachel because she's won this game, which is kind of what we needed to happen. We needed some people to say, like, opposite of 19, like, we need some people to actually go after the winner that they, or a former winner that they put in this game. Paul was not a former winner. And so with that, we have so many storylines that are brought up besides the fact, or the storyline of who's going to put up Rachel. It's now, how are the judges going to fare out? How are the frenemies going to fare out? Now we have so many little storylines with Rachel, and who's going to win out of Vince versus Rachel? Who's going to, like, in everything, to take Rachel out of this equation with no strategizing involved at all, to just take her out, not only makes this game so much easier for players like Vince and Lauren and Morgan, pretty much everyone who competed before Rachel in this competition, going down the line, because they are the type that can probably comp out of this season if they truly wanted to be the final three, if they can beat Keanu. And then also on Keanu's side of things, leaves him without, like, a purpose, seemingly. He's over there by staring at the memory wall when the feeds come back on, like, I wanted to beat, what did he say?
He said,
He's like,
it should have been us. It would have been us. Final twos. I wanted to beat you. I wanted to take you there and beat you myself.
I didn't want them to beat you. I wanted to beat you, I think is what some of that he said.
Yeah.
But it just makes the game so much easier for a side of the house that was kind of being pushed up against a wall, and especially a player like Vince, who I can easily see winning this game. After tonight's episode,
Stop.
it just seems like nobody is interested in seeing the Weasel for who he is. At any point, it's Lauren and Morgan's fault. I blame them both. But for a show to have all those storylines and to have a player like Rachel involved in all those storylines and still risk a competition like this to eliminate someone from the game or eliminate any storyline that you build up to this point just shows me that you don't care about, like, the rewatchability of your show. Like, there is nobody that is going to sit here and go back to the beginning and be like, I care about any of this. Because as soon as they see Rachel, they're like, okay, I know how it ends. She goes out in a random comp 60 days into the game with no vote, nobody evicting her. What is that? Like, nobody. How are people going to feel about this season, knowing that information? And I don't think they're going to feel anything.
It sucks.
Well, not only
That's how
that,
we
yeah.
feel.
And not only, think about the people that have been eliminated. All of these people connect back to Rachel. Zay, I'm taking Rachel out because she's the champ. Who's after? Amy, Rachel's best friend. What is she gonna do when Mom Squad? Jimmy, explain. Adrian, I'm gonna take out Rachel since everyone's afraid of her. Catherine, Rachel took out Riley, so she's after Rachel. Riley didn't like Rachel and went after Brendon, whatever. Mickey, of course. Zach. All of these people connected to Rachel in some capacity and went home in some type of way because they were somewhat against Rachel.
I agree, Zach, but I really like what Roxy actually just said too in chat, saying that future players will learn nothing from this season. There's no strategy to study. That is so true, and now that has me thinking of like next season when they show them this season in sequester, because they always will show them the season prior. That's why everyone came in on the season, or Kelly I should say, came in more into
Tucker.
Tucker, right? Exactly. So next season, what are they going to learn from this? Oh, if we don't take this shot at the big player, eventually like something will happen that will
The
like
production will take it out for us.
yeah, production will get rid of them.
We have to bring back the wheel, but a different wheel is what we've asked production to bring back the wheel, and this is what they fucking thought we meant.
No.
No.
The chat has asked us to
What you
bring.
wish for.
Roxy has asked us to bring back the wheel. They brought back the wrong wheel.
We asked for reindeer games to come back too. They said, "All
Yeah.
right."
Whatever Julie said, we're thinking on it. It may come back sooner than you think. I didn't think she meant this. But then again,
Yeah.
she says things all the time.
Logan, I don't think that didn't look fake to me. I think she got stuck. It looks like she
It
just
did
kept
look like she got
missing
stuck,
that
yeah.
specific area, and she just could not get the ball out of that area for 3.5 minutes. Ugh. But yeah. All of that. How
Also-
people viewing this season in the future are not going to learn the right lessons at all, which there are no lessons to learn other than let's be afraid at every moment of every day. And let's all put up our allies, and then eventually we'll just keep putting up 3 people a week all up until the final 4, apparently.
Is this going to be the new Big Brother?
I don't know. It depends on how production or CBS reacts to, well, I don't think CBS cares, how production reacts to all of this.
The new Big Brother is whenever jury starts, first juror gets eliminated, no vote, and then blockbuster all the way until final 4. I mean, perfect for Barrett, but
yeah. It's amazing for me. I would stay in that game. The only thing is, no, were we too nice about like were you, or not me, I haven't finished Ranger Games yet, but is Ranger Games like, was everyone too high on it? Like it seems like they want to learn the wrong lesson from anything that we praise, whether it's the blockbuster
No,
or the Reindeer Games.
The thing was Reindeer Games was its own format. And that's why this comp worked
Yeah.
in Reindeer Games.
Yes.
Because it was based off of elimination.
Nick,
and
but they're
competition.
stupid. They see the word Big Brother in front of it and they think it's the same thing.
I know, but it wasn't Big Brother technically. Like
It's
Reindeer
not.
Games was
They
not
were on the Big Brother set in the Big Brother house
Yes.
playing a completely different
Barely.
game.
They weren't even living in the house.
yeah,
It
they
was
weren't
just-
living in the house.
They were just like there.
They
to
were
film,
near.
and then they left and went to a hotel afterwards. So it's ridiculous. Like, and this just goes to show they're so out of touch with their audience. Like, just like Survivor is as well, in my opinion. I feel like a lot of these shows, they don't understand what the hell the audience wants. And it's really not that hard. We're literally asking for back to the basics. We want nothing. We just want you to take
Yeah.
shit away. Like, that's all we're asking for. And you're like, oh, here's more. Here's more. What about this? And you guys like this one time, so here's it again. It's like, stop it. Just
It's
give
because
us
they
regular
all-
Big Brother.
They all sit in a room and every year they feel like they have to come up with something grand and spectacular, and we're gonna have a bomb go off on the first night and someone's gonna
The bomb. I forgot.
we're gonna blow up the mastermind's lair, and nobody's gonna be confused. And this is one of the first points I think we ever brought up on this show. We were talking all the way back in Big Brother 18, is that Frank Udy is that Big Brother does not know what its audience wants, and it feels like they have to overexert their energy with every twist that they do at every turn, because sitting in a room and just saying maybe we should go back to basics is boring. That doesn't impress anyone. It's not flashy. We don't get to make extravagant comps and flashy, like I don't know. It seems like they're always committed to the production design way more than they're committed to the game every single year.
So, like, I love a good theme, right? I really like the murder mystery theme that they're doing this season. I like that a lot of the comps tie into it. Like, we've had that, like, Scream, HOH, and stuff like that. Like, I really like when they do stuff like that. I think that that's what they should focus on. Get a theme, get, like, all the comps or whatever to kind of interact and connect to the damn theme. But they focus, in my opinion, on the wrong things. I'm okay with, like, a little thing. Like, I like Zach's power, and he didn't even use it, so, like, it didn't even affect the game. But like I think something like that isn't, game breaking.
No.
I'm like okay with simple things like that. But I don't know. It's just like they don't know what the hell we want at all.
No, and it's always like, I don't know, make a twist, sure. Expect the unexpected, which is just
Right,
turned
I get
into
it.
how are
It's
we
the whole
gonna,
shtick, right?
yeah. Expect the unexpected has never made me feel good for like
Right.
ever. I get that's their tagline, but it feels like it's just their excuse to just like make everybody in the game mad
Exactly.
at what they're
It
like.
starts to feel like an excuse. Exactly. Like this whole like twist. Like even they were saying it in the DRs. Like Keanu's like, well, like, and they're like feeding them these lines. They're like, oh my God, of course, whoever's getting eliminated is from a competition. I guess expect the unexpected. It's like, shut up. Like that's not even like the game. That's not Big Brother.
Yeah,
So
you can't
it
unexpect the
doesn't
expect, or you can't expect
qualify.
the unexpected your way out of every bad thing that you do, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's okay. It's like fine, you can call it that. That doesn't mean I am remotely interested in it at all. And this is, yeah, this is crazy. This is clearly Big Brother going for an Emmy. They've never been nominated for one or have won one, and I really see why. I really see why. It's because they don't take this show seriously at all. Which I mean, we know that. We've known that for a long time, and we've put up with it. We've put up with the random segments that completely take you out of like a serious like conversation. We understand that we need to have costumes and funny moments every episode. We got to have the laughs. We got to have our
Someone putting in their eye
characters.
contacts.
Yeah, we got to have our ridiculous punishments, and we got to have
Squishy
ridiculous
sound
twist
effects.
names at every point. We got to have all of that because it adds to the production of the show. But like, I mean, come on. It's getting so.
Goopocabliz.
We got to have Gookopolis. Yeah. But it goes back like there is no new viewer who is going to be watching a premiere episode saying, this is my thing. I have to tune in. Like nobody is saying that.
No.
Um,
No.
Not at all.
and
It's corny. Like no one wants to watch
Yes.
that.
And it's crazy to see a show who, always loses ratings later on in the season about this point say, you know what we've done in the past in our ratings have dropped, the twist. What if we did a twist this time and we did a special elimination episode? Like, no, I'm sure a lot of people were going to watch this episode. I'm sure a lot of people did watch this episode, but I know what's going to happen after this episode. It's not going to be good. But yeah, this show does not understand its current audience. It doesn't understand how to gain a new audience, and it clearly, they do not know how to cast people on this show. And I'm going to go to Joseph's question. Was this set up to, sorry, Zach, was this set up to fail when this cast, when this cast wasn't that good, but you bring back the Rachel Riley, someone who didn't need the money, but truly loved the game? This cast, welcome back, Zach. This cast was kind of doomed from the start in a way. I don't know what this cast looks like without Rachel Riley. I think it's still a not very good cast. Especially when they start trying to attempt like to talk about Big Brother. It's like, I was just listening yesterday. They were talking about, who was a recruit, who's a fan applicant. And like even Lauren, who we thought was like the diehard fan, and she is a fan. But even she was DM'd far before she applied to the show. So it's like, okay, well, that takes away another one. But it seems like a lot of people on the show this season just don't care about the show. They care about the opportunities, the problem that we've had many, many times. I mean, Mickey, what was she saying right before,
Oh
or
my
right in her exit
God.
interviews? Was just like,
Yes.
and I'm waiting for all the opportunities, that are going to line up, and then I'll see where I'm going from there, which is like,
Not
that's
even
your thought
that.
process.
She said like, "Oh, I thought to myself, like let's get these opportunities rolling." And it was like, "Girl, what opportunities? Because we don't like you.
Yeah.
So, like we don't want to see you actually." No. I agree though. I think that's the problem with this so to answer Joseph's question, I was not high on this cast at all. Like, if you don't put Rachel in this cast, to me, this cast like sucks. Like, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I was not a fan.
Except for Catherine.
There's okay, Catherine, yes. But there's like a couple people like still like in the house. I do like Will, I do like
Mhm.
Morgan, I like Lauren, I like Ashley. Like there's people I
I mean, I
still
like
like.
I like Morgan when she's not attached to the weasel.
I know
Yeah.
we've been through this. Morgan needs to stop attaching herself to people, but we'll get there when we talk to her. I think this cast overall is not good. And Rachel was the driving factor for me to be invested. And I feel like this is what a lot of people felt too. Like, that's what got them invested in the season. And the way she went out, people think is BS. And of course, given it was Rachel, but it literally just ruins like everything for everybody in my opinion. And so yeah, the cast was doomed for failure in my
And
opinion, because if Rachel got taken out pre-jury, I feel like the season would have fell off then. It's like, to me, Rachel was the driving factor for why I feel like a lot of people watched this season.
Yeah.
and not only that, well, I also want to give so because I'm not gonna sit here and say like Rachel was the main. Well, Rachel was like the accelerant added to the house that made the cast better. Like, as in, she was the main reason why there was even conflict in the first place. And she was the one like confronting people, causing things versus like and calling people out on their shit, which also made other people want to call other people out, such as I'm sad or something like that. Or things like that where people are comfortable with doing that. I believe that, I mean, like what Nick was saying, if Rachel wasn't out of this cast, it'd just be pretty pretty boring. Like,
Yeah.
well, I feel like the standouts would be Ashley, Will, and Keanu. And Keanu only because like he's being shoved in our faces so much, but like everyone else like would just be yeah. Well, it'd be like Whitney, for instance, from Big Brother 23. I bet half of the people in here do not remember who she is.
I do remember
I
Whitney.
mean, I do
Yes.
remember Whitney,
I did
yes.
make a video on this season, so I do remember it more
Yeah.
than
I covered
Okay,
that
then
season.
it's gonna be like I say, uh,
Kirsten.
oh yeah, I forgot about her. Riley.
There you go.
Yeah. It would be a cast like that where it's like, oh yeah, I forgot they were on that season or they even played.
Yeah. There's that happens a lot the further we go back, of course. I've got a lot of things running through my head. Should I keep going with the reactions? Because I do have Brendan's pulled up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let me pull up Brendan's. So Brendon sent this message on chat BCC. I think that is what it is called. But he said, I have a lot of emotion right now, but a few words to express. I won't read this whole thing. I found out a couple hours before everyone else while I was at Chuck E. Cheese with my kids. As soon as I got a call from production, I knew. When this twist was announced, there was speculation about how it worked. Once I learned there was a dependency on being selected, ultimately determining likelihood of success, I knew Rachel would be at a disadvantage. That's a way to put it. I am quite sure that Rachel was under the same impression I was about the game, that we would get regular Big Brother season without any twist at the jury phase. I don't think production could have fumbled this one harder if they tried. Also disappointing to hear how much shit Ava has been talking about Rachel since she left. We won't be associating with her or Kelly when this is all finished. I won't let it happen. When Rachel first agreed to this, we knew the odds were slim, and when I learned she only had a week of protection, oh god, I lost it. Anyway, but Brendon had a lot to say, not only here, but also, yeah, we had to push for AFP also here. But he also went on Sharon Tharp's, I think it was just a stream that she did with Brendon. And he kind of described it more. It just like, he got the call from production and he was just like, I really hope your ratings don't go down. Kind of immediately his first thoughts. But obviously wanted to make sure that Rachel was okay. And then apparently, you know, Rachel that first night, as we kind of saw towards the end of the episode, was just kind of like, these newbies suck, they don't listen to me, but kind of got better the next day. But you know, just hearing Brendon talk about how worried he was and just kind of recapping their story again, because Rachel, you know, coming out of 12 and 13, very hated in the Big Brother universe, and very, you know, Big Brother's already a traumatic experience for people who don't get made fun of relentlessly online, or have people that you've been living with for a month that have been actually talking shit about you in the DR, having to find all of that. I'm sure it's hard. So the fact that she did that for 2 seasons, she wanted to come back for All Stars, and then coming back here for this, Brendon was just talking about the worries that they had, the discussions of just like, you know, how it went last time, what she needs to remember about herself. And it was really heartbreaking to know how well Rachel actually did, you know, through all of this conversation with Brendon, and the fact that she's just not, that's how she went out. It just kind of made me mad all over again. But obviously tough for Brendon to watch this. Obviously tough for Brendon to have to tell his 2 children about all of this. And it's been a tough time already with the shit that Kelly and Ava and Catherine have been talking. So, or Ava, not at the time to this degree, but
I will say her kids don't really. They're just like, when's mom coming back then?
Yeah, we can just tell the kids she
just
won. Yeah,
yeah. She really. I'm just glad they're not like 16, 7, or like 18, and they're just like heartbroken and seeing all this hate that unnecessarily, I feel. But I'm glad that they're still young and just like, you know, full, like little fools, you know, not like bad, like as in like aloof, like children aloof, general children aloofness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I agree, Joseph. I thought Rachel's speech at the end after she got out of the game was really, really good. For something in the moment, after just not even thinking that she would be going out that night, to pull that out and then exit. I thought that was pretty good. She's probably been thinking about it, to be honest. If she got evicted, she probably just didn't think she'd have to give it in that kind of scenario. God, I don't even want to. I almost want to watch the clip again, but I don't. At the same time, it's so sad.
It's just. I want to say I cried too, because it's like I wasn't a fan back whenever Rachel was actually on TV, because I didn't know about the show until Big Brother 16. I know, tragic. It is what it is. But this is the first time I've been able to watch Rachel on the live feeds and actually watch Rachel play, and it just hurts because like I started watching her seasons and I started to like fall in love with her and all this stuff, and then also hearing about Brendon, how they villainized them all of season 12, and thinking about how Rachel loves
themselves. But anyways, go on.
Well, the edit did no favors either, mind you.
They deserved that edit. I'm sorry, but go on.
Did they? They were just
You
2
weren't
fools
there.
in love. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Still, the fans are crazy and America is crazy. Like, you know, there's a point where it gets too much. And, you know, the fact that Rachel not only like still was making appearances back then, she came back a year later and decided to do it again. And she still supports this show through and through. She is this show's biggest supporter. Even through all of this, she will call out things. She will come back and make baby announcements. She literally made it into a competition of who would have the first Big Brother baby. And she made sure that she won that. There is no other alumni doing it like she did. There is no one else that is a bigger fan than Rachel Riley of Big Brother. Not Julie Chen, who doesn't know what the hell is going on half the damn time.
I see that Bible.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
I see that Bible, Mickey.
Oh my god. Rachel Riley is the reason why Big Brother is still going. Well, not still, but you know,
Right.
Rachel Riley helped. Rachel Riley helped build the house that others on Mount Rushmore have built.
Okay.
She put a brick in there. What? You can't say that she's not on Mount Rushmore.
I can. I can.
Who
Still.
else? Who
I
else?
can
Don't make
still
me
say
do
that
this.
she's not too. I know. I feel like this is not. We're
Who
at the
else?
funeral, Zach. We're not gonna talk shit.
We are at her funeral. Well, so you're saying that she's not on Mount Rushmore?
I don't think she is.
Top four? You think she's
The
top four player of all time?
You think she's
Listen, I not top four strategic. I'm talking about top four
icons, like just
icons of Big Brother.
Okay. I know Zach's rambling, Roxy. I was gonna see where he was going with it. And now we're here. So okay.
Rachel,
Maybe,
Dan, Will, and
if you're talking about solely
Janelle.
out of just like give me 4 iconic Big Brother like characters, yes, I could say Rachel Riley. It can be on the Mount Rushmore after this season. After what she brought.
Who'd be the other 3?
The other 3 of just characters, icon status. Why are we doing this right now? We have so much more to talk about than this.
Well, y'all were hating on me because y'all didn't think that she was like.
Because I don't know. I still don't think she's like top 4 players of all time. Like
Top 4 play. I'm talking about icon. Like I'm not saying like she's like the strategic mastermind of all time.
It would be Rachel. It would be Janelle. It would be maybe Dan. Maybe Dr. Will.
Exactly.
But okay, that's fine. We really need a better discussion for this kind of thing, though. I feel like I need time to think about this, because otherwise I'm going to say a very silly like top 4 or top 5.
I forgot about Danielle. Oh.
A lot of Danielles you could probably put on there. I mean, you can even throw Franzel on there. I'll even concede.
Yeah. Anyway, the fact that they did this to her is a travesty.
Yes.
And all of the time that she's put in, all of the effort, all of the comebacks, all of the, what are your thoughts, Rachel? Wanting to play All-Stars 2 pregnant.
She did.
Which I don't see why she couldn't have. I really don't.
It was the middle of a pandemic. Maybe that's why.
There was a lot of reasons.
She can sign a waiver.
And how if she go into the doctors?
They could do it in the diary room.
I need something else to talk about real quick.
There was a way. There was a way.
I think Zach is definitely drunk right now.
I think Zach needed to talk about this. Is really what it comes down to. We have a lot of emotions in this game. After Saturday, we had to wait a long time to talk about all of this. So Rachel's out of the game now.
That's
in case you forgot.
I didn't think
there was a couple more reactions I think that I missed that I just want to say real quick. Leah Hanachada and Mimi of all people also getting in on the reaction game. Leah said, for once I am speechless. Rachel better get a battle back. Not happening. Y'all be talking. What am we doing, Roxy? Don't make me rethink of this. Chada has so many thoughts, taking Rachel out of the equation since I have personal stake in seeing her make it to the end and win. The house ghosts this season have only been rootable because of their proximity to Rachel. The momentum and heart of this season have been ruined. And then Mimi coming in with a classic quote of her own tweet from a decade and a half ago. But like I said earlier, it's not just alumni, it's not just fans that are really upset about all of this. The cast also has had moments where they've said things that are just kind of like, this is really unfair. Like this is a competition show. Like Ashley said, I didn't sign up for this. Like if I would have known this was going to be like this, if it was just going to be a competition show, then I wouldn't have done this. And you had Vince, who really benefited the most from all of this tonight. Even coming in to say a couple things like, this was after BB Comics, but this is what Vince had to say about it.
I know. Depending on what kind of fucking mastermind shit this is, I don't want people being eliminated by games. Like, that sucks.
I know.
We've busted our asses for over 2 months, and you can go home on a fucking maze?
Like,
That's
it's
another-
so bad that like people in the house are clocking it so bad. And I will say too, I have been watching feeds since Rachel's gone, just because I am, you know, a BB addict.
With the
But
reason why.
I have been hearing people talk about things like that, like throughout the house, from multiple people, like Morgan, Ava, like everybody has been talking about it. And they always cut it away when like they're talking about it. And it's like, what's wrong, production? You don't want us to hear that the people in the house are even upset with you? Like, they
Please stop talking about
really-
production.
they really messed up. They really
Well, not only-
messed up.
And this isn't even something like it's like Rachel should have. I mean, mind you, we're long due for a 2-time winner. Like, Rachel was in a pretty good spot. Dan was never getting it. Dan was never going to win Big Brother 14 just because of the jury. As soon as he got rid of Janelle and Boogie, his chances went all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
But Rachel was a prime lock-in for that to happen. And to think that it's not the fact that I wanted that. I mean, I wanted that to happen, but now no one has that to put on their resume that they got out Rachel.
Yes.
Right.
Like, that is the biggest thing. Like, even the house guests are saying that, like, Kelly won for one, like a little freaking cat with a rat, like trying to get Rachel. And
Yeah. She said, like, you brought that up and made me remember. But Kelly said, like, I felt like the cat playing with the mouse, and then the mouse got away or something.
Yeah,
Like, that was
and
how
the-
she described it. It was like, okay.
It's like, okay, yeah, that's what brought. But
Right.
like, you don't even let the players get these. Like, Ava. Watch, Ava's gonna get the edit. See, my move worked out perfectly and all that. I swear, if we get that whenever Ava wasn't even trying, it's just annoying. But
Yeah.
like,
Ava-
no one's gonna get that credit.
Yeah, in the mix of Ava having interesting things to say since the feeds have been back, I just found a clip of something else that she had said. Talking about how it was just very fateful that Rachel was going. This is when people really had the theory of, like, maybe she's just really guilty that Rachel is gone.
I was like, it was fun. The thing the other day, I was like, I think Rachel's still gonna go. If Keanu won, you know about the safety thing you're saying? Yeah.
See when she says this.
No, I was saying I'm doing the math. I know. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, no, I'm being serious. Like, I think the universe, like, wanted her to go home. Wait, what? Is that terrible to say? No. You're having some real late night thoughts right now. That's what the universe wanted.
The aura painter.
I don't want her painting any of my auras.
Is
Is she banned from Long Island?
That's Nick. Nick has to decide that, I think.
It's
She got to pay ferry fees.
yeah, she's gonna have to pay toll to get back in. That's for damn
Yeah.
sure.
Can we describe the kind of structure of the game real quick? Because I would just like to point out again, there was of course an alliance in the midst of all of this mess. The 5, the judges, Rachel, Vince, Morgan, and Ashley and Will were all in the judges. And there were a lot of talks, and this would have been Rachel's kind of alley to a final 5, was through the judges. And you had people like Will and Ashley really discussing bringing Rachel that far. And of course, Rachel had the final 2 with Ava. How much Ava liked that final 2, questionable at this point, especially with her growing bond with Kelly and Lauren now. Not
Especially
sure where
after
Ava...
especially that arm pain, you know? Maybe
Yeah.
that was...
And you had Keanu who was willing to go to final 2 with Rachel, because he really wanted to beat, or he really just wanted someone else to take out Rachel. So you had another person who was just not coming after Rachel. It was really just Kelly that you had to worry about, because are you going to count on Vince to overwrite Morgan again? Maybe, and choose Lauren's side. Lauren winning HOH this week would have just put up Rachel on the block anyway. You could argue that. It's just the fact that we don't know. We'll never have the answer to that. We'll never be able to play this game out like it was set up for 60 days to play out, because you just yanked someone out of it. It's so stupid. It's like, how does anyone want to, I don't know if they do want to play. Some of them don't even seem like they want to play anymore. Like, Ashley and Will had to just be like, we just wait for the blockbuster now. There's nothing to do. This is just a competition show. We're just waiting around for the next competition to try to save ourselves. If we even get that chance, and so it's taken away any strategy that anyone wants to play, because now Lauren is going to nominate half the house anyway. Lauren's HOH, by the way. I didn't mean to spoil that just then, but Lauren is HOH. You probably knew. But just
are we gonna get into that? How she even won HOH?
Because she had the fastest time at the competition,
and not of everyone that competed.
Yeah.
Am I correct in that assumption? Where
yes, that was the risk reward, is that if you had the fastest time in the White Locust competition, then you won. And that's why Vince and Morgan, just all they did was kind of just sit there after they won to waste time, apparently.
So only 3 people competed in an HOH competition when everyone should be allowed to compete in the HOH competition, because that is how the game is set. Well, not only that, the jury is supposed to be made up of people that you voted out of the house. You're supposed to be voted on by the people of your peers of who's going to win Big Brother. But now the jury isn't going to be made up of people who you voted out, because one person was eliminated because of a stupid twist made by production.
Yeah. And we're still stuck in a round where apparently this week, it's just insane to me that we can be, okay, maybe this is where we need to talk about Blockbuster again, because
still here.
It is still here. It has not gone away yet.
They got your call, Barrett.
Yeah, we loved, that when I said they took all of the praise from BB26 for the AI Arena and the reindeer games, apparently, with wanting to implement both of those things back into the season. Here's here's where I stand, just so I can get this out of the way. I still like the Blockbuster.
You heard it here first.
Of course.
Don't let that be the headline, I guess. I think the Blockbuster should be a first 5 rounds in the game. I think the Blockbuster should be when there are a great amount of people, because that's when it works best. Sorry. There is no reason to be 8 players in the game, 9 players in the game even, and being put in a position where you're more likely to go on the block because there is this extra element. And you shouldn't even have to worry about it, because you'll have 2 chances to save yourself. So just don't sweat it, It's crazy. It totally takes away. And when you have a HOH like Lauren, who is scared to do any of it, adding that third nominee this late in the game, it just takes away the socializing, the social games that you've really built up to this point. That the end game is when that thrives, and you've taken that all away. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter, because you're just going to be nominated. It doesn't matter who goes on the block now, who goes on the block later. Let's just put everyone up now. So we're fast forwarding 2 rounds by the time the feeds come back on, and figuring out that the Blockbuster is still here. It's ridiculous. It is not a smashing. That's not what I said, music. But yeah, I think it's a great tool in the beginning phase of this game to really try to I think it inhibits being able to have unanimous votes easily, and I think it inhibits players from being able to say who they want out and having the feeds be a snooze fest for 3 days up until the eviction. It takes all of that away. And I think it makes the game really interesting, and I don't think it destroys a social game, because there's a ton of people in the house to choose from.
Right.
And it also helps tall people move further in the game who are maybe comp beasts.
Oh, really? Is that why Riley is out of this game right now? And Jimmy and Adrian and
Adrian
and Zach?
wasn't tall. And Adrian wasn't even a super fan. Well, Adrian won a comp. Adrian won one.
Adrian did win one, you're right. But he still is a pre-juror. Not that maybe that was his social standing really getting to him. But the fact that, I think Kelly is like I mean, not to compare it to Tucker, but is just that person that can, cheat code her way through these competitions apparently and get stuck.
I think Nick made or whatever. I think it was Nick who brought up that point where it's like, she's not worried at all because she doesn't think that the game she doesn't realize she has to get in good with people. She doesn't have that stress of it. So she's so stress free that she doesn't even have stress going into the comps.
Yeah, that's kind of what we talked about last week. We pulled up that post that was just like, Kelly has no idea what's going on, so she cannot physically be stressed, And especially if the only thing she has to worry about, if she only just needs to worry about the blockbuster, then she's stress free until Thursday night for 2 minutes, So like, why would she play the game up until then if she's won every single time in that competition? It's crazy.
So, I still remember the first the first blockbuster is like, I did this. Yes, I won the blockbuster.
Yes.
And she didn't even know about the vote.
Yeah. What do we do now? We'll figure it out. Insane. So, yeah, going from that, just so everyone knows, Lauren's HOH. Lauren won the HOH competition. She had the fastest time from the hamster wheel of death. And nominated Morgan, Will, and Ashley for eviction. That's who we saw on the block by the time's feeds came back, and we saw that Rachel was evicted from. Sorry, it's not even what happened. Was eliminated from the game. Sacrificed even. And so
Please.
the veto competition happened. It was Big Brother Comics, and just like last week, Morgan is the veto winner. Morgan used the veto on herself, and you probably know who's going up on the block. It's Keanu. So our final nominees for the week are Ashley, Keanu, and Will. As it stands right now, just to get this out of the way, if Keanu wins the blockbuster, it's going to be Ashley going, trying to change it. Things are happening in the house. If Ashley wins Ashley or Will wins the blockbuster, Keanu will be going home, and I don't think there's any swaying that vote right now. All right. So that's where we're at. Lauren is an HOH. Lauren is scared. If anyone needs an update on Lauren is very scared in the HOH room. She was scared to nominate Morgan. Morgan was in shambles after being nominated again.
Well, that's whenever the feeds came back on. Whenever she was crying and cuddling Vince.
And obviously, Morgan has seen two different allies choose Lauren over her at multiple points. And so a lot of like the Morgan Vince-ness of this week, besides the strangeness around them, is this, Vince, why do you like Lauren more than me? You should be hanging out with me and not Lauren. I swear, that's what's happening. And so
that's literally what the feeds came back to was, I can't believe you chose her over me.
Yeah, I can believe it. I think Keanu could probably believe that. I think a lot of people that are
America
could believe that. I think Mickey could believe that. I think Zach could believe that. I think there's a lot.
I think Zay could believe that.
Yeah, Zay hasn't watched the show at all, and Zay knows that Vince chose Lauren over Morgan. And so the fact that we're gonna end this season, Vince is probably gonna lose both of them as allies, and then never mind. But talking about just votes for this week, what it can come down to, if Keanu is the inevitable winner of the blockbuster, as he is probably the favorite against Ashley and Will right now, especially if Will can't even really compete because he's hurt from BB Comics, then Ashley, her best bet is, and she's been talking with Keanu about this, of getting Morgan and Vince to vote for her to stay. That would be the three that she needs, and they would be evicting Will. Unfortunately, I kind of need this to happen. And I hate to say I need Will to go home this week, but I don't know what else to do for my own sake, because I don't think Will is going to be winning the competitions down the line. And I would rather see Ashley go forward with Keanu, and Keanu try to put up Morgan and Vincent Lauren, because I think he has the better chance of winning the competitions to do so. If I'm crazy and if I'm wrong, please disagree with me, but I'm desperate at this point because I cannot watch this season play out with just Lauren and Morgan and Vince and Kelly being like the final four for some reason. I
Ugh.
can't do that. Even though Keanu and Kelly are close, I can't overlook that. But I need Keanu to at least go after like Lauren, Lauren and Vince and Morgan. But at the same time, I'm like, Keanu winning the season isn't any better for me. Maybe I'm really thinking this through on this pod. I knew this was going to be a venting podcast for multiple reasons. What do y'all think? What are y'all wanting from this week and beyond?
I really don't know now that I'm looking at it. I kind of do want Keanu to leave. Is that bad?
No, it's not. Keanu leaving, he's overdue, probably. But
like I'm just like over it. Like him and Kelly, I can't believe they outlasted Rachel. Ugh. But I'm just like, I don't know. I want Keanu to leave because I feel like it kind of opens up the comps for other people to maybe win them, and that might be better. I really don't know.
Is it gonna open it up though, or are we just gonna see
I
Vincent?
didn't even realize I was muted that whole time.
Oh, say your piece. Or your war. That's probably we've been doing.
Did you hear what I said whenever I said that your scenario is honestly the best one?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, but I wish I'd heard that.
Oh, yeah. I think that Keanu and Ashley staying, because today I look at the Twitter updates or whatever. Mind you, I have not watched the feeds since finding out Rachel was murdered. By production. Keanu, yeah, I said it right. Keanu.
You got it.
Yeah. Keanu and Ashley decided that they needed to carry it through for Rachel.
Yeah. Keanu said I missed that annoying laugh, which I was like, same. Yeah. But yeah, Ashley said something also to the effect of, "We need our girl here." I think right before that. Yes, they do.
I think that Nick was saying, Nick summed it up perfectly last week. In a normal season, Keanu and Kelly would be pre-jury.
They would be. Like, I cannot believe that they're both there. They are in the final 8.
More
That's
Kelly
crazy.
so than Keanu. I mean, as in like likability.
Would you trade right now in the game Keanu and Kelly for Riley and Catherine?
I think Nick would.
Can I do like one each? Or
No.
Does it have to be a package deal?
In a normal season, so would Will. Not a bad point, Joseph.
I'd rather Zach and Mickey.
Okay, that's not what I asked though. Would you trade Keanu and Kelly in this game for Rachel? I said Rachel and Riley.
Yes so bad.
Catherine and Riley.
You know what? Will it have to be this exact part in the game too?
It's two no's, one yes so far. Joseph, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Is it bad for me to say yes because I feel like they could have tricked Riley to go and do the stupid wheel and he would flop?
He gets stuck on. He just spins around and around on it.
It's like this is just like a rodeo in Oklahoma and Stillwater.
Whoa! Hugs Tyler while crying after. Yeah, that would have been good. Okay, yeah. If that was the alternate timeline, maybe I would trade. No, it's a tough trade. I know.
I don't know who's Keanu.
Kelly.
Keanu would be. How about Zay and Amy?
No. Zamey. Oh, speaking of Amy, Keanu and Kelly just found the timer that Kelly had to press when she went into the house. They just now found it today. They needed like the lack of feeds this week to really space out in that house. I'm telling you, the feeds are kind of dead. Minus like every now and then Morgan and Vince will be like, we're not. Are you being asked about stuff in the DR? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That is another thing that if we need like
Barrett.
a pick, that's what we need to talk about, because since we last talked, we had a Vorgan edit make the episode, and if we need a pick me up, if anything, I think we need to talk about Vorgan for a bit, because I have that full segment, and I couldn't believe that they put it on the show. I was so glad they did.
I was enchanted to meet you.
Oh, I see a bunch of Vorgan Sims edits. Oh,
The one
while
you
I'm
sent me.
scrolling.
The first thing I'm going to do when I do get my cell phone, I'm going to find Morgan's Instagram page and I'm going to block her. And
Not Lance.
Lance did not expect that to be the show. Did y'all watch Unlocked?
I did.
You did? Okay.
I did. Yes.
I was
curious
hoping.
to see.
I was holding out hope.
So first of all, I was curious to see, you know, like what obviously was gonna happen. But also they did an Ava like home visit, and it like warmed my heart at the time. Shut up! It warmed my heart at the time. Let me finish my sentence first. And now looking back at it, I'm like annoyed that I was like, "Aw, we love Ava, like this, that, whatever," because at that point she had already like done our girl dirty, and now I regret having those thoughts at the time. So, yeah. But Unlocked was whatever. I thought that it was gonna be Chris Kirkpatrick as the guest too, not Lance.
I did
Bass. I was kind
too.
of shook by him, like when he walked out the stage on Thursday. I was like,
Is all of NSYNC just Big Brother fans?
Minus JT, I guess.
you never know.
Okay. Vorgan,
Oh,
real
wait, no.
quick.
Yes.
Here is a little bit of their segment. I can't play it in full exactly. It starts off with the clip that we actually watched the live feed version of, where Ava walks in. When we liked Ava.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
It's a little awkward because I don't remember anybody in this house waking me up that way.
When does Vince comment on it? Does he comment? He may not comment on it in this segment.
I don't think he does.
Doesn't he have a...
I think they laugh in the DR.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm trying to wake him up.
Whispered that. I was like, okay.
Oh my god. I don't, you know what?
I've never tried to wake Will up that way.
We don't. No, we don't do it.
Get away from her.
I'm just gonna talk from my experience. Happily married man. Love my wife. And certain things that you just don't do. I'm not gonna do long hugs. I'm not gonna let anyone wake me up.
Okay. Yeah, Vorgan has stayed strong in the past week since we last talked about him. We've got a segment, and now we've got, of course, like everyone was asked in the DR about this now, everyone that was in that segment, minus Vince and Morgan, seemingly, because Vince had a DR on that episode. Morgan did not, about that situation. Vince's was really weird. It was all just about, you know, me and Morgan, we have human chemistry. That's weird. That's not a thing people say. And so we saw all of that. We have Rachel and Ava and Mickey and Will kind of in on it at the time. And so half of those people are gone. And we heard Will talking about it, which I'm glad he was in on this. But because especially after we got the "my wife would stab me with a rusty fork" comment, which didn't get included in the episode. But yeah, the human chemistry, the human connection, they're not doing anything bad. Like they're not just, it's like, as Vin said, it's not like I'm like, you know, you're straddling me and we're making out or anything. Why did he say that? Don't know why he said that either. But a week, yes, that's an easy way to putting it. But what do y'all think? It's been a week since we talked about Vorgan. What do you think about him?
It's
mean, he's single now.
progressed a lot more than I thought it was.
Okay.
I think that Morgan, I think it's funny. Can I just say that? I think it's kind of funny. Like when he came down from the battle, or not the battle back. Wow. The Blockbuster, and like they announced that he won and she screamed. I was like, oh my God, this is like really funny. And then they were like, for like 20 minutes. Like it literally, I was like, all right, like sit down. So
Ew, Joseph, stop.
it's interesting to me. I don't really know what's true or not with Vince's girlfriend, which is why I don't believe a lot of like the stuff. I feel like the fans take stuff like this and they like run with it too, and I don't like that kind of stuff either. I remember that happened a lot with like Jasmine in 24 with like her saying like she like whispered to Indy, I think it was, that she had a crush on Joseph, and everyone
Yeah.
was like running all over Twitter being like, well, her husband cheats on her and I was like, y'all don't like what is going on? Like you people just like come on the internet and lie, and people just believe things because they don't fact check stuff. So I don't know what the hell is going on with Vince and his girlfriend. That is their own damn business in my opinion. What
They
I do
did-
know
She did unfollow him.
is that fact checked
Yes.
by yourself.
Well, not by me. She's
Okay, then I don't want to hear it. Because people lie, Zach. People get on the internet and they lie. So I don't believe none of this crap that people say unless I see it with my own two damn eyes. So I didn't go to his girlfriend's page and see if she unfollowed him. But that's what the streets be saying. Sure, I don't really know.
She's gonna catch these hands.
That's not even real. Like it's
No,
just,
I
like,
know.
fake
I was just
stuff.
thinking about that. That was funny.
So-
Because didn't Barrett think it was real? Or no?
Just the Mike White
No.
tweet.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the mic- Anyways, we're getting derailed again. So Vorgan, it's weird. I don't know. I think that he doesn't I feel like he doesn't realize what he's doing, honestly. I think Morgan has a little crush, and I think Morgan has been Morgan's my girl. Let me state that. But I feel like Morgan
I never said that I
is-
did not like her. I just
I
don't
know.
like-
I'm saying that because I'm about to say something that's not the next.
I like them two together. If you swear, I swear if you say that.
No,
I'm gonna-
absolutely
They
not.
should be together.
No, stop it. I'm not a Vorgan shipper. Is that a thing?
I don't think so.
I-
I don't
I
think
think
anyone's up
that
for it.
Morgan has been attaching herself to people in the game that I really fucking hate, and I'm tired of it. I want her to get away from him. I want her to get just like I wanted her to get away from Zach, and I wanted her to get away from Mickey. It's like she finds the person on the bottom of my rankings, and it's like this one. That's my number one ally, and I'm like, what are you
So-
doing?
So if Vince leaves, it's gonna be Kelly next.
Maybe
Vince is
like.
Kelly is misunderstood in this game. Kelly,
No, she's not.
I
Don't
have
even
to
get me
work
started.
with. I just
No,
think
wait,
I
no.
need to use this veto on Kelly.
Kelly is at the lowest point that she is in the game.
I can't.
I think Kelly
stand
could convince
you.
Morgan to use the veto on her. I'm just saying. I think Kelly could do it. Keanu can't do it. Vince can't do it. I think Kelly could do it.
I don't know. I like Morgan so much as an individual. I think that postseason she's gonna probably be one of the people I like the most as well. But like I said, she really just is attaching herself in the game to the wrong people, and I don't like that because I do think she's pretty smart and she's starting to win things now. So it's like, I don't know. I just want to see her stand on her own 2 feet and not have to feel like she needs to like lean into Zach or Mickey or Jimmy or whoever. Like, stop.
You know
like,
who-
She needs to stand on her own 2 feet and just, lean into everything.
Oh my god.
You know who
This
else?
is embarrassing, girl. Stand up.
You know who else?
I didn't pause it. This is just
People-
how it goes.
People say
Lost it.
they needed a man for their game.
Who, Nicole Franzel? Okay. What's
I've heard
what-
of Vince
what's
and
the
Nicole
point?
Franzel comparisons this week, and I kind of see it. And how,
Vince and Nicole Franzel?
yeah,
Oh my god, that's kind of on point.
I can see it. If Vince ends up winning this game, I'm fully prepared to call him a Nicole Franzel. It's just, it is that.
All he did was cry and whine.
All he did was cry and whine and wine
Nicole
and
didn't
dine
cry.
Morgan.
Y'all act like
She
feel like
cried when Janelle said it's the wrong thing to her one damn time.
I'm talking about 18. I'm talking about 18. Okay, I'm talking about winning game.
I'm sure she cried.
She cried one time,
Okay.
whenever I remember, and that's because her
Excuse
and
me.
Corey were in a fight.
Nicole doesn't cry, I guess. Nicole goes, but I don't wanna.
So she's like Lauren.
No, because she's vocal. Because she says things. She's more than she does better than Lauren.
I see what you're doing, Cody.
She's Shaggy now, apparently.
I like Morgan, although I don't like some of the edits that have come up with for freaking burp or whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
People have found her Twitch like there's like an edit of her burping or something like that.
Oh,
I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway,
haven't seen
and
that.
then she also talks about.
What? It's a podcast, man.
Yeah, I can't say it. Never mind. Anyway.
Damn. Well, now I want to know.
Well, I can't say it. It's
okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Anyway. She talks about things on there, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But I do. I
You
like her.
Sound like you like her.
I do.
Yeah.
I like her. I just don't like her with Vince. No, yeah. I was thinking I was about to say it, but then I was like, wait, I can't say that. But I like her, but I just don't like her with Vince. Like, I've seen good gameplay. Like, before she attached herself to Vince, whenever she was putting the judges together. Well, and then
like that was like so peak for her. I was like, there's something there. Like, there really is.
And then she said, "Let me go grab Vince."
Yeah,
And I
that was
like,
when it was like, oh no,
why?
But they did need him.
Yeah, they
so.
did need him.
He
So
was the key.
I hated it. He has to be that much of a key all the time, though. You know, he can stop being a key at a certain. You can just use him for that one.
yeah.
But yeah, with Morgan, it's just like, how many times can you let this man just clearly not choose you, or at least like at the very least come to the conclusion like, oh, he's gonna choose himself like every time at the end. Like, he is not going to sit there and try to make a $700,000 mistake and choose the wrong person at Final 3. I don't think Vince is gonna be that player, which, to credit to him, that he is that player, and he is very selfish. I think that's my favorite part about Vince's game, is that he refuses to do anything if it is not in his best interest, while also putting on the face of it like not being in his best interest, and being able to like soothe people with like how weak he is, you know, all the time, while also winning competitions, literally winning the biggest endurance competition of the year. It's to the cast, like, to their stupidity in that regard, or to Vince's credit, whatever you want to put it as. I mean, like, you can still say Derek played a great game and the cast was stupid, but this cast is like so much dumber than 16's. So that comparison isn't fair either.
Well, Donnie was actually smart.
Also, thank you everyone who's in the chat. I have not said it because we've been lost in all of this mess, but thank you everyone.
This
and
is a bad
Jaden, who just said hi, Jaden.
Hi, Jaden. This is a bad birthday for Barrett.
This is a weird one for sure. I didn't when I saw this episode was on Tuesday, I was like, what? We have to watch. To watch Big Brother. We have to we have to talk about an episode that night, but also it's the episode of all episodes. Come on.
And I will also say, there was some tea spilled from Jimmy that's about what?
I'm getting tired of Jimmy. Getting tired
What?
of Jimmy's clout chasing with this.
It's not clout chasing if it's the truth.
Nobody screen record this. Anyways, please.
Anyway, Jimmy had supposedly said before the feeds came on that Vince was already not even before the feeds came on. Whenever they go into they get put into the HOH room and they play like the loud music or whatever, and they're actually able to talk, like not game talk. They could talk about life or whatever. Vince would have conversations about how he's gonna end things with his girlfriend and how like they're what.
I don't think people should be revealing this on a live stream with Derek Frazier. I'm sorry. Like, that's stupid.
I mean,
I don't even believe that, honestly, if I'm being totally real with you too.
apparently they don't even name city, and they don't want to move from each other.
I guess my thing is that
I understand that it's
I
their
don't-
personal life, but
right, I was just gonna say I don't mean this towards you, Zach, but I just quite frankly don't give a crap. Like I like whatever like their relationship is their relationship. Like that's not my business what his girlfriend is or isn't comfortable with. I don't care. She's not on the show. He's on the show and he's not acting like somebody that has a damn girlfriend. And that's a fact.
well, that's what
But-
that's what I'm saying. He apparently he's justifying it himself. And the fact of the matter is he didn't break up with her, so he is
Yes,
Whatever.
but he's justifying. But on the feeds, all I see is, oh, I can't wait for you to meet Kelsey. Oh, I can't wait for you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait for this and that. And they keep bringing it up because they
Right.
keep getting asked about it in the DR because they know what they're doing is fishy. And that's where this is at, is that they have a relationship that is more than game, from what I can tell. And if it's not, I don't know how to classify that, whatever is
Has there been-
happening.
Has there
And-
ever been someone on the show that's broken up with their significant other on the show?
Many times, I think.
Have
Very
you not
silently,
seen
though,
Janelle
it
breaking up with
happens.
her man in the DR in season 6.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, you
The
mean
same
like
one-
actually say like I'm breaking up with you to the camera
To the
or
live
something?
feeds, yeah.
I don't know. I guess that may be the only example that happened, but I didn't even remember that one.
Yeah, because she
Same one she called.
I think it was Michael.
Yeah. How are you doing, babe? Nothing. In the living room.
Austin in 17, but yeah, did he say it on feeds? I know Austin in 17. I mean,
No, he said it whenever
he
he said it whenever he slept with Liz, Julia.
Liz.
It was Liz.
Okay.
Yeah. In any case, what a weird situation. This is a very unique one that I've seen in Big Brother. I'll say
Yeah.
that. And I'm interested to see where this story ends unless we do another White Locust twist next week and like Morgan goes
Stop.
home on a instant elimination in the month of mayhem. And we'll never get the end of that too, I guess.
It's gonna be like the Euphoria Locust or whatever. I don't know. What's another big TV show? Thursday. It's gonna, instead of Wednesday, it's gonna be Thursday.
They got to learn the dance or they're out. You
Yeah.
know? That's the only thing I know about Wednesday. I'm sorry. Okay. What else do we want to talk about? We kind of went over where we're at this week. I don't think there's too much analysis. We can do our winner picks and kind of talk about the house that way a little bit more if you want to. Other things to talk about. We could talk more about this episode in general that we saw tonight because there was Tyler. Tyler was there. Tyler was jet lagged and hosting this competition that we all hated, and
Barrett,
it showed.
your boy Tyler.
I never have claimed I'm a Tyler stan. I don't think, and unless we can roll the tape. I didn't finish either of the seasons that he was in, so I don't think I can allow myself to do that.
He's surprised. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, Tyler was there, and he sounded like he was jet lagged. I don't know if y'all caught how just winded Tyler was, like at the end of that episode, like, or just him reading that card when everyone was standing there. It was like, oh my god, Tyler. I think we're having a rough time.
I thought he was done with Big Brother.
He might be now. He wasn't done until they brought back until they brought the White Locust twist. They said,
Right.
Tyler, I know you said you're out. And then as soon as he read White Locust, he said, nah, I'm back in. Don't worry. I'll come back just this one time.
you
I've been
think
waiting for
that-
this.
I just had an epiphany, and this is
That they
not
only brought him
even
back because
true.
he looks like that guy from White Lotus.
No,
Which guy?
'cause I don't even know who.
Have you seen White Lotus?
Yeah,
I've seen the
haven't
first
seen it.
season.
The one guy that plays every gay guy in the movie that he's in, or in the show that he's in. The guy who
don't-
got casted on Zoom, and he was on the Zoom, and they were like, who's this guy? Like, he's the worst actor ever. And then he's like, I can hear you guys. You guys aren't muted.
No, nothing.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Well,
What?
anyways, this is my epiphany just now. All of these like guest alumni that are coming in. Do you guys remember the power that was used that brought Casey in to win Keanu? Are
Oh, my
these
God.
all the people that were like slated to possibly be there that week? So it's like, hey, we'll have like Tyler go out there and like read these rules real quick or something.
I can't.
So that
Michael
he can get a
Bruner. We got to see
paycheck.
him next.
We had who? Like Felicia? Like
Yeah, Felicia was here. We had Angela
Angela.
and DeVito last week. We can talk about Angela's return before everything went bad. When the season still felt like a
when
season.
there was 2 bullies in the house, according to Facebook.
Yeah. I do have a couple of Facebook things. Obviously, I kind of steered clear of Facebook after everything went bad. I didn't really want to.
So did I. I didn't want to see.
But yeah, I don't, from tonight's episode, the other things that we had, because I don't want to do a clip show right now with this. They did a 12 hours, like they did like we're gonna show you the end result, but everyone's reactions first, and then
my
we're gonna
God.
rewind back to the beginning of the episode and pick
I
back
kinda
up
liked
after
that. It was
Mickey's.
dramatic. It was giving.
Yeah,
House
yeah.
vibes.
I know you were
Yeah.
big on this episode. It just felt like you're toying with my emotions after I already know how horrible this episode ends for everyone who's a Rachel fan. Yeah, when I pulled up a tweet that was like, this episode wasn't even that good on top of everything. You disagreed with that,
I
Nick.
did,
Lucas-
'cause I thought it was a good episode. I just hated the outcome.
Lucas Gage.
But
Excuse me. Oh, that's the name of the actor. I was like, what are we? Okay,
Here,
cool.
let me. No, I'm about to.
Oh, you're gonna show us
this
the
guy
actor.
really better look like Tyler.
He does.
I feel like I'm gonna disagree.
Hold on. Oh, that guy. I've seen that guy. I can vaguely see it.
Kinda.
Yeah, Zach does need a nap, Roxy. He's jet lagged. He's winded.
See? Tyler.
Okay, Tyler. That guy hosted the cops today. It was jet lagged, and consoled Rachel at the very end, which I guess I'm glad he did do that. The other parts of this episode were obviously post Mickey eviction. Ashley feeling good about the judges, a pointless DR, Morgan trusting the judges throughout, the strategizing quote unquote process. Doesn't matter anymore, probably.
Did you like the added arm for the veto comp that Angela hosted?
The added, I have to go look at it. What do you mean the added arm?
The Angela face
Like
that would knock it
the-
down.
What the one
yeah.
that said her lines every time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. What did it say? It's my charcuterie. Those
Yeah.
meats and cheeses last for weeks. Yeah, and I loved Angela going back to her DR, sitting on the floor in the DR. That callback, that was great. Yeah, Angela being back was fun. I wish we had gotten more of her. It seemed like she was very much given a script for the entirety of her time there, which felt kind of empty. But no, it was
Wait.
good. Not a bad competition. We saw it last year, obviously. Cam
Are you saying
won it.
these? Are you saying these episodes are scripted?
Well, Angela's parts are this time around. Well, technically, if you want to say her monologue last year, day 6 was rehearsed heavily. We watched her do it all night.
So the show is scripted. Why do we even watch? This is reality. This is a reality TV.
This is not our reality. I'll tell you that much. It's not our reality at all.
I didn't think Cam won the stacking competition.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
But it turns out Cam actually did awful. But you saying it was Cam's comp last year made me for some reason think it was the one comp that he did win, and it was not.
Oh no.
No, he actually did
that-
horrible trying to stack the ice cream cones in that competition last year. But yeah, Angela returned. I bounced back to the veto episode for some reason. I'll come back to here. What did y'all think of the preliminary competition that Ava won? The shuffleboard, the 3 shuffleboard competition to get her to pick the first person. Did you think anything of it? I was shocked that Ava won it. That was my biggest shock of it all, of course. But other than that, like, I thought it was really weird how they edited in like Tyler's narration to that part too, where he was just like, and 3 more players go. Okay. Cool. It seems like it's like we have to cut this down to like 30 seconds and we don't know how to do it. So it was just, let's just show them all going at once at one time, which is what I would wish they did for normal competitions. So we wouldn't have to sit there and read the rules for 5 minutes every single time and watch everyone's individual performance.
No, we can't change things in that aspect, but we can change everything else. Like eliminating someone and them not voting, getting voted out at all. And having a blockbuster last all the way until the final 2.
Yeah. It's normal. We should all be okay with it.
It's a competition show.
Oh, Barrett, love that.
Stop. Joseph said Keanu told Morgan if he escapes Blockbuster, he wants to get rid of Ashley. He thinks he wants to weaken Lauren. Yeah, he wants to weaken Lauren so badly, which is why he's also confused why Vince keeps burning him. It's just Morgan and Keanu being confused why Vince, or why Lauren, or actually Keanu's more offended at Lauren. He's not exactly the most offended at Vince here, trying to convince Lauren like we need to get these people out of the house, and Lauren's not listening.
Kim won the Yankees the prize swap competition.
Oh, that's not a good one to win. To have you be your only win, actually.
Are you trying to take a dig at Victoria?
Or yeah, well, that one especially because Victoria didn't even. Caleb just chose to take the money, if I remember correctly. Caleb was the last one remaining.
Are you taking a dig at Victoria? Matt?
No, okay, fine. I'm not taking a dig at Victoria. Victoria's fine.
Brittany.
Why don't you work on your focus, Zach? Let's you want to move to winner picks?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk winner picks. Nick, I feel like you went first last week. Zach,
I did.
You're gonna go
this is
first.
crazy.
So Zach, every single week you have picked Lauren. Lauren is the current HOH. Lauren has no sign. Lauren is the last remaining person in the house that has not hit the block. That is not Rachel. So the last person. Yeah. Okay. I said that right. Are you going to pick Lauren again 2 months in a row?
I mean, yeah, I got to keep it going. I mean, unfortunately, okay, I'm going to say this now. All these weeks, like, I did not want to pick Rachel because I did not want to put that jinx on her. I did not want to put that on her. I love Rachel.
I think we all decided that collectively. That we did.
Yeah. So
that is so funny because literally, that was like an unspoken thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick Lauren again because honestly, even if Keanu like stays, I don't think he's gunning for Lauren. I think he's gunning for Vince before Lauren.
I don't know what Keanu's going to think at any given time. Usually, like, he could have one conversation with Vince and then go after, like, Will. I mean, like, for all I know. But I think ideally Keanu does want to target Morgan and Lauren. I think he is an idiot who would take Vince farther than he should. And by that, I mean, I think he would actually take Vince potentially to a final 2 chair because he thinks a jury is going to be bitter against Vince. I could see him doing that.
I mean, I could see a jury doing that, being bitter too.
Yes, I'm not saying he wouldn't be making a right decision based on what Vince has done, but I don't think that's the smartest person or the person you should be hinging your game on at this point.
I also think we need to go through final 2 scenarios at this point since we're so low.
You can't do that 2 hours into a podcast. We're going to be just talking for years at that point.
No, we won't. We've gone 3 hours for the past how many weeks?
Like there's too many people for a final 2.
Oh,
Next week.
Yeah.
There's like 8 people still in the house. And
okay. How about this? We'll go by.
Scenarios.
I'm in pain,
like,
Zach.
How about this? We'll go by our winner picks right now. Lauren's best chance of winning right now.
The bar is set in hell.
That's what I was
that.
laughing at.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like we don't. Well, I mean, there are only so many options. Like Lauren wins against Kelly. Wins against. She'll win against Keanu.
Let me go back a couple slides so we can look at everyone. Lauren, I think, would win against Kelly. I think Lauren would win against Ava. I think Lauren.
Will. No,
Lauren
no.
Could win I think Lauren could win against Will, but the thing is, you have Rachel and Jerry right now. Rachel's gonna ride hard for anybody that was in the judges, I imagine, minus Vince. And Rachel learned how important it is to be the first juror and to be able to sway people. So I imagine Rachel will be doing a lot of that work, but it will be for a player that she wants to win. I don't see Rachel being a bitter juror like she may have wanted to allude to,
Unless it was Vince.
Unless it was Vince. But the thing is, Rachel is put in an interesting position because she didn't get voted out. She didn't get burned by anyone. So she has like nothing in that to that extent to go off of.
I mean, if Ava would have, I feel like she's gonna be like, Ava should have put me first.
Where is this world where Lauren can win? Roxy, I promise you, Lauren could beat Kelly. Lauren could even maybe beat Keanu. They just hate them. Like, people hate some of these house guests and will gladly probably not hand them the win. Nobody thinks Ashley's playing the game in the house. So I don't think
I think Lauren wins against Ashley.
It depends on how well Rachel can sway people, or who's in that final 2 chair. Like, if Will could vote for Ashley, Rachel could vote for Ashley, Morgan could vote for Ashley potentially, depending on who she's against. And so, I mean, there's a chance. But oh, right, okay, thank you, Roxy. Yeah, I hate a world where she wins too. But if it's against Kelly, I think we have no choice but to give Lauren the win. Oh no, we're doing scenarios.
Well, just for our winner pick, that I'm gonna go with Lauren again. I thought we were gonna do so Zach started off with wild pick Lauren, and then he decided to change it up next week and went with Lauren again, and then crazy thing after a big shakeup week 3, he decided to go with Lauren.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't want to overdo it. It was fun last week.
Yeah.
But Lauren's not a bad pick, Zach. I think obviously Lauren has some win equity depending on who she's against. But
there were a few weeks where people were like, "Are you sure?" But yeah, no, I understand her game choices. I mean, that's the thing about this whole week is just like it feels like. I mean, everyone in the house is saying it too. It's a different game now, and it's just like it's hard to even think that they're gonna pick a winner based out of these people that are left.
It's disturbing, yeah.
And even I'm looking at it like Lauren, all of these winners is going to be like, yeah, you won, but only because Rachel got eliminated.
That's the problem. Like, I saw someone in chat say that whoever wins will have an asterisk next to their name because of this. And I don't know if I'll go that far. Like, I think depending on who it is, I mean, I'll hear the arguments. We need to see how the rest of the season plays out first. I just need someone to make some good moves, and then maybe I can overlook it.
Is there time? Apparently,
we have a month of mayhem, and we're giving nobody a chance to strategize to make moves. We're just going to pluck people from the game based on a competition, so nobody can even share that at the end of the game in the first place. It makes perfect sense. Let's do that right at the most pivotal point in the game.
That's the show I signed up for.
When the game actually gets interesting. Again.
Yeah. I've been more invested. I mean, in a large part is because Rachel is on this season. I think she's made the dynamic so much more interesting. Going back to how we feel about this cast. Hi, Mary. Yes, we had an episode tonight. That's why we're here this late. But like, I don't get it. I don't get any of this. You're taking away in a season where we already had no moves. We took away the biggest player with no move. Or I'd say no moves besides like Rachel putting up Riley, or Ava putting up Zach. Big move, sure. Did she really want to do that though?
No.
She didn't say she did. She's never claimed it. Lauren's put up Keanu. Keanu goes. Is Lauren gonna claim it? Maybe. But I hear in her HOH room being like, I don't even want to say that this was my idea. And I'm like, what?
It's so frustrating.
Like, I don't know. You're just hand it to like Vince at this point. Then, like, if you're gonna,
What if everyone at the final two chairs like, well, that really wasn't my move. That was so and so's move, or I didn't even want to do that to happen. It just sort of happened.
You know those final two speeches that always happen,
Yeah.
where everyone is
that
just like,
was-
no, that wasn't me. That was you. You get the credit.
That was basically Big Brother 25, or no, it was like blood all on my hands, yours.
We had one guy who didn't know what to say, and we had one guy who just lied the entire time. So it's like
rock paper scissors. That's what it
and-
came down to.
I only remembered recently that rock paper scissors was a core element of the BB25 finale. I forgot that was like the icing on the cake.
Awful.
No.
Yeah, no.
Welcome to the Mafia with Matt and I.
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
What was she, a
Bannister.
oh yeah, barrister. I thought it was
I said Bannister like a month and a half ago on the podcast, and nobody corrected me, and I listened to it back, and I was like, "That's embarrassing. That's like that's on a staircase." Anyway,
Oh. I thought I was about to say barista.
okay, Nick, you picked Will the last 2 weeks. Obviously, the game has changed. Every winner pick, the game has changed. Will is now injured. He's still playing his social game. As of right now, I think he's making it through, unless the last few hours have been weird on the feeds. He should make it through this week no matter what. But who's your winner pick now?
Will just got eliminated.
Oh, they just took out Will.
Damn. You know, I hate when that happens.
They dragged him to the nether for no reason.
Yeah.
He got sacrificed. Ooh, okay, so there's two people I'm going back and forth between, because I feel like I have like 3 main contenders right
Bye,
now.
Roxy.
And good night, Roxy. I will say Lauren is one of those 3 contenders, but she's not who I'm picking. Because I see the Vince, Lauren, Morgan dynamic being like the final driving factor of this season, right? I feel like Keanu's gonna leave this week, and then the only people that are gonna be their opposition are like Kelly, and then you have like the Ashleys, the Wills, like people who like can't really win things or haven't really been winning things. So I think we're gonna get a scenario where Vince is in the final 2 with either Morgan or Lauren, and it's gonna be who he loses next to. And because I think that Vince is not gonna get the jury votes to win, but I think he will make it to the final 2 at this point. So I'm gonna pick Morgan. We have gone back home, and I don't know. I see like Rachel liked Morgan, obviously. I think that Rachel is going to see it as like Morgan tried to help her in like sending her into the wheel and being like the one to have the brains behind the whole thing, because it was like Vince was the one that fucked it up and Morgan was trying to fix his fuck up essentially. And
I mean, and Morgan was in there trying to be like, no, pick
exactly.
Pick us. Not why are you picking Lauren?
Right.
Lauren's not in the fucking judges.
Morgan rides with the
Exactly.
judges.
She does, and I think Rachel respects that.
Or used to.
And I think that Morgan just has a very nice chance of making it pretty far. I feel like even if she's like a final nom, people probably wouldn't evict her, like, or she'd have people that would not evict her next to a lot of other people. Like, I don't see Vince voting her out if she's next to like Ava or Will or, you know, whoever. Like, I don't see that happening. So, and she's been winning things now too. And as the numbers, you know, dwindle, obviously her chances of winning keep increasing. So I think she has very nice, or she's sitting in a very nice spot right now, and she has a path to the end. So I'm back to Morgan. Who the hell would have thought? I think it's very interesting looking at my winner picks. The only one that's been evicted is Zach. Still.
Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, good job both of y'all for picking winner picks.
Imagine-
Mine's about to be like a board of why you should never trust my analysis for anything.
Imagine having one of your winner picks evicted. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, or nominated.
Yeah. Or competing in a blockbuster. I guess nominated still goes with that too. But
I think Morgan is a great pick. Still, Nick. I mean, obviously, of the players left, when you look at the board, it's like, even if in future weeks you put Vince and Morgan on the block, I think Vince is more
Right, I
likely to
think
go
Vince is
home in that
toast.
scenario. I think it's going to be interesting to watch Morgan and Lauren's kind of like civil war over over Vince, or their war over Vince, or who is Vince going to choose. Like, I hope it doesn't come down to a final 3 when Vince has to make that choice, because I think that's going to be really interesting to watch. And if he picks Lauren, oh my God.
Lauren wins the game.
If he picked Lauren, probably, because I think Morgan would lose all interest in voting for Vince at that point, especially if he went back to the jury house with Rachel and said that Vince did that shit. It's over. It's over. So I think Morgan definitely has a path to the end, though. And if Vince ends up choosing Morgan, it's going to be even better for her. But she does need to get Keanu out of the house this week. I think that's really important. Obviously, like, I don't think she knows the degree of which Keanu, or wait, never mind. It's the battle of Keanu, Lauren, and Morgan over who can get Vince to be their ally the best. And so whoever wins out of that. And so if she gets Keanu out, that's going to help her more than she probably knows. That also gets a comp beast out of the way. She's only left up against, like, she's going to beat Will in competitions. She's going to beat Ava in competitions more than maybe. If Ava pulled out of a competition one today, so maybe I can't say much. But I feel like her comp equity is getting better and better. So her ability. And so I could see it for Morgan. She just needs to get Keanu and Vince out of that game somehow.
I keep on thinking about like Mickey's Ace interview with Mike, and he's just like, Morgan, snake. Kelly,
Yeah.
weird. Oh,
good.
weird.
Mickey
Lauren,
had to
weak.
quiet the exit interviews.
Wait,
Must say.
I think I have it.
So funny. Keanu. Ooh, disgusting. It's like
Ashley. Ava. Ooh, Kanani. Kelly. Ooh, weird. Keanu. Oh gosh, disgusting. Lauren. Weak. Morgan. Snake. Rachel. Lauren. Let's start with Ashley.
Oh my God.
boring. Girl, okay.
Please. Rachel being boring was the lie. Everything else kind of on point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make mine. So mine have been all over the place. I have gone from Zach to Ava to Keanu to Catherine. That was a weird time. To Vince to Will. I think I'm gonna go back to another one of my players.
Sort of. It's Zach.
I'm gonna say Zach. Zach is my week 8. No.
Remember whenever we thought he was guaranteed final
Guaranteed
five?
jury.
We said Zach and Vince were gonna be the final 2 of this.
Can you imagine the timeline where Zach does save himself with that veto and he's there until jury because of that veto, and then just goes home on that wheel?
No, he had a
Imagine
big
the Zach, Vince, Morgan throuple that would be dominating the house right now.
In another life, that's what it would have been.
No, I think Zach Zach is a mastermind. He knew he did not want to give Ava, what was it, $10,000?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I can't give it to her because I know what she's gonna do. I know about the white locust twist, and
Nobody listened to me.
yeah,
Exactly.
big brain move, Zach.
So Vince and Lauren were talking about Morgan revealing Zach's power, and both of them don't believe it. So I can't wait for them to find out that it's actually real, because they're talking about it and they're like, there's just no way that he actually had a veto. Like, and it does make more sense that he just lied about it, because why wouldn't you use the veto?
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're really going to be shocked to find that out.
They're probably like, he really is that stupid.
Saw another interesting moment, speaking of.
Someone from my chat says, Zach, please be my wedding date.
I am taken, like, at this point in time, in terms of I'm waiting for one particular person. So that's not happening.
Respectfully declining.
He's waiting for Morgan.
That's who he meant, yeah. Even Zach, outside of the house, has
Did you
chosen
see his
Lauren.
face? Did y'all see his face reaction when someone said that the shrine that is made to him?
No.
Oh my god.
It finally
That's
happened though, you know.
crazy.
He was unfortunately inspired by last season. Everyone watched last season. Everyone watched last season.
was
But
like,
yeah,
"Dang
I
it,
can't
I
wait
didn't
for
go home first.
Yeah, I feel like someone should inform this person that he's waiting on. I feel like that would be
Oh yeah,
important.
Lord's not interested in him. I forgot.
Yeah, definitely it was Will. And so I'm gonna go back to Vince though, is who I meant by this. Vince is gonna be my winner pick again. I just don't see so many. There's no reason for me to believe that anyone wants Vince out of this game, and the fact that half of the people in this house are still trying to like get Vince as their best friend just tells me that he's probably gonna make it. I just don't see, unless they all collectively get in a room together and are like, all right, let's get this guy out now. It seems like he's screwed over all of us.
No.
Let's do it. Yeah.
No. I've been
You're right.
for
I'm
10
weak-willed.
years.
You were so right. I've tried, and you're so right about me. I'm a weasel. I'm a rat. Everyone should be laughing at me in the DR. Put me on the block. I deserve it. Just put me on the block, please.
I'm gonna be malnourished. I'm not gonna be able to win a comp. No one's gonna vote for me whenever I'm crying in the final two. Everyone's thinking I'm a big bitch.
That is what Vince sounds like, by the way, on the feeds. I know
is.
Taryn
don't
does a
need-
great impression, but I think Zach Perez deserves some recognition.
I don't need you to cry. I just need you to win. Or what did Keanu
I don't need you to
say?
beg. I need you to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
He ate.
So, all right, those are our winner picks. Let's go look at Facebook. Oh wait, bracketology. There's a bit of an update there. I mean, I don't think our standings have changed, but we do have a score update. Something unfortunate happened to me again, which
Me too.
did you forget to make picks?
No.
Oh wait, where's bracketology? I thought I had it in here. Oh no. This is not good.
You can pull up it on Google.
Yeah, I will. I just usually
mean, I can.
I made the graphic.
I can.
But when I looked, it was Nick still in first place. I was still in second place. Zach was in third place. I did not make my picks for this week, so I will probably be in last place by this time next week. I was busy. I was grieving, if I'm going to be completely honest. But
Well, they were due before the twist happened, actually. So
then I thought, okay, then that's
they're
just
due on
really on me.
Thursdays.
There's no reason for me to overlook that then. But yeah, what's that score? I still can't even really see it. All right, so we have Nick in first with 744. We have me in second with 646. Zach in third with 619. Okay, beautiful.
And these haven't.
I'm just that bitch, you know.
Very good.
This hasn't updated. But no, wait, I might get
Is that
points.
Jay West? Hi, Jay West.
Nick, what if I were to tell you that right now we're going to play a game that if you lose, then me and Zach are the only ones that can compete in bracketology now. But this is the first time you've heard about this competition and the first time we've ever done this in the history of bracketology, covering Big Brother.
You know, the many years.
I know you have a lead right now, and I know you were probably going to win based on the time that we have left and like the amount of points that you're up by. But
what is my score again?
You're up by like nearly 100 right now.
Oh, this is your lineup. Oh,
And that's like literally who I keep picking every week.
Oh my God, Jay West.
and then scoreboard. Oh, there's a backspace right there.
See what I mean?
Oh my god! No,
But I had really good picks
were
before.
made. Tragic.
Oh no, Barrett's gonna.
It's okay. I'm really looking to come through in the last couple of weeks to catch up. Kinda
Couple of
like last
weeks.
time. I was like, yeah, we got a couple weeks left. We got like what is it, 19 days? That's actually more than a couple weeks. I'm saying that out loud.
This is.
It's like 2
Wow.
weeks and a half. 2.5
It's 2 weeks too long since I did this, and we're not even gonna. So there's not gonna be a double or a triple.
I think
probably
we can still sneak in a double probably. It'll be it may be like a taped one though. I'm trying to think. These last couple weeks are always weird. I feel like they always move around the
There's
dates.
a 2 hour. There's
And I
a
think-
2 hour episode, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a Thursday 2 hour. I want to say it's on I want to say it's next Thursday, the 18th. So not
Swear to
this.
God. Oh, it's gonna be a freaking clip show.
Mm-hmm. Though I mean, at
It's
some
gonna be-
point,
it's gonna be unlocked.
yeah, we're gonna have unlocked attached to it. That's the only reason it's gonna be 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And then Miranda Cosgrove is gonna be a
We already
special
watched
guest.
Oh. Okay. Here's some Facebook comments that we found.
God, let's see.
So this first one, Rachel should have been gone week 1. Period. I can't wait for Keanu to win America's Favorite 2. The look on her face will be priceless.
That's
Keanu deserves America's Favorite. Can't wait to see the look on other house guest's face if he gets it. Another person said, I would like to see Kelly win something. She played the game pretty good as well. There are some laugh reacts on that one. So I have a little bit more hope. Why? Because you, okay. This next person coming in. Why? Because you said so? Glad she was there, as these folks are floaters and boring. I agree, Lynn. Thank you for that. Now moving on to our next post, which is just, who won how? And under that, there is, don't know. Feeds have been down since before the show. No one won yet. Must be an endurance comp. Oh, these poor people. I'm reading
like
Ashley from
13
another
hours
site.
of
I don't know if it's true or not, with just 6 angry reacts. With just reading that Ashley might have won with no confirmation at all.
Also, what site?
Yeah, I'm just reading. I was just reading my book, and
It said Ashley. So
I heard something about Ashley winning the hamster wheel. Could have been. And then there's this random one. When did Rachel leave? I have watched every single episode, or every episode, and it was not on last night. See, I hope there are a good chunk of people that just didn't know it was on tonight.
Funny.
Oh God, that was it for them. There's a lot of Facebook stuff. Like I said, I didn't surf Facebook enough. This is all coming from Zach and Nick in their research. Just because I know what it probably looked like this week, and so I didn't really need to beat the dead horse here with more Facebook comments about that.
I don't know. Did you?
Natalie says
No,
people in the TikTok comments love Lauren and hate Morgan. Is that true? Is TikTok have fandoms as well, or is that kind of all over the place?
I don't really look at Big Brother Instagram or Big
Did
Brother
you-
TikTok comments.
Did you see the last post that I sent?
Wait, let me look.
It was a few hours ago.
Oh
You sent a lot in the
yeah.
Discord.
Well, the very last one.
Yeah, there was a post. I guess this was the decree, or no? Was it just them posting? What was the post?
It was just they were posting this comp changed everything, and it was just a comp of
Okay.
Big Brother, the hamster wheel, and Big Brother reindeer games.
Yeah, this person said it's giving reindeer games, and then the response was just, "Well, it is." It is.
And they both got
they were-
it's giving reindeer games got like 12 likes.
Yeah, and they were very accurate. This was a very reindeer games episode. God. And so, where do we want to go from there? We can talk about Mickey if we want to. We can talk about. Wait, what did I have on my little list? All the reactions, BB Comics. Oh, I can talk about their comics.
Oh, I don't even know what any.
I
of
got
them are,
I
honestly.
you watch the feeds.
Hamster
Doesn't
Watch
mean
always
I'm-
does a good
I'm
job at
listening
saying
them
all of
the
them.
time.
What is hamster? Oh, hamster watch, hamster wheel. Hamster watch is the mastermind.
Hamster Watch.
Watch
How could
did it.
you? There we
I think
go.
blocked Morgan's IG.
Saturday. So, okay. Y'all are looking at Hamster Watch right now, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dang it. My bad. I forgot I was still on that. Or I've been on Hamster Watch for a
Oh.
while. Sorry, I was going to let y'all come on the search with me, but I forgot I still had the slideshow up. Okay. So Will had banged up legs. That was not his comic. That was an injury. So Kelly's was a...
They made his comic right then.
It just made him injured in his comic. That was it. They just...
I'm thinking about the SpongeBob. I'm thinking about the SpongeBob beat. It's like, I have glass bones and paper skin.
Yeah. Will's like, what the hell? Kelly's was a PB and Kelly sandwich that involved sheep. Don't know what that means.
What?
Zach's had a baseball and a banana. Savannah bananas. Is that what we're going for? Okay.
I guess.
Where's the rest of them? I swear I saw
It
the
says
list.
right there. Keanu puts the
Ass and assassin, but that's just a few. Okay, so we don't have all of them.
Why do you get our hopes up, Barrett?
Sorry, you got a few of them though. You heard that Will's comic was just him being injured. Vince was the detective. I think they just went with that. I heard them talking about that.
Oh my god.
Of course.
I can't remember what Morgan's was.
Morgan's was probably the gamer.
It was the gamer. Lauren.
This is supposed to be a secret.
She's told people plenty. They should be out tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully. Well, I guess they have to be out tomorrow. So we'll see them in their full force. I can't remember all of them. The rest of them, what they said though.
Let me see. Who?
If y'all start saying
Catherine.
guesses, I definitely can.
Let's see.
Riley's was all about a horse or bull.
Bulls. Yeah. Zay's was probably what, like Chat GBT or something.
I don't know.
Or
why would it be
Wasn't
Chat
he like a
GPT?
cheerleader or something?
Cause are you asking why it's Chat GBT?
I'll have to look it up on ChatGPT first.
Oh.
Did you see Mickey on Unlocked? I saw clips of Mickey on Unlocked. I did not watch the full thing. And I also saw a lot of Ava's hometown visit, which apparently families don't get paid for. Learned this week with Brendon wanting to expose everything for CBS.
I didn't know that. That's kind of tea.
He was like, and while we're at it, families don't get paid on the Unlocked segments. I know that's not Taylor Hale's fault. She probably doesn't even know that. And then Taylor Hale responded, "Oh my god." So
Adrian's is probably I don't know, the breadwinner or something, and it's just him with a loaf.
it's got to be bread related. You're right.
Amy's is probably like the super mom or something like that. I don't know. Oh no, wait, it's gonna be related to the accomplice. She's gonna be like the mama accomplice. I don't know.
Can you imagine if they did just out Amy as being the accomplice in that competition? So they're just going along and they're like,
The accomplice, like.
you're like, wait.
Well, didn't she? Didn't she tell everyone?
No, she told
Oh.
Rachel, I think.
Yeah.
But Tucker was the instigator. That was his comic last year, which was
Yeah.
they were outing him, and
Yeah.
that's what maybe they will just. Maybe it was the accomplice. I really don't remember what they said.
Ash-
Maybe they'll see it and be like, she was just Rachel's accomplice this whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they mean Rachel.
Yeah. Ashley was probably like I don't know, the showering lawyer or something.
It was shower related, I think. You're right. Thank you all for
Yeah.
guessing something. I know it's not crazy to think of what they might be,
Probably,
but
Ava's probably the hairy aura or something. I don't know.
The
no.
hairy aura.
I think it does have something to
Yeah.
do with aura.
Yeah.
You're
Probably
wild for that one though.
Jimmy's is probably what, the sunglasses, caper or something.
Actually, was Showergate. Thank you.
Yeah. Catherine's probably the lasso and waitress. I don't know, because she lassoed Riley or something.
What was Lauren's?
The bridal.
Planner.
Yeah, the
It's
bridal
just a job.
Yeah,
It's
the
just a regular
bridal
job.
Oh, it's probably going to do something with like indecisiveness.
Maybe. I hope for her
That would
sake
be
it's not.
so
that.
What if hers is just
shady.
what if hers is just question marks like
Oh,
bridal, I guess.
And then of course Will had the injured legs. That was his comic, just injured Will.
I'm surprised he didn't say anything about Rachel's. I bet it was like, Rachel's better be iconic. Is this
Yeah.
Rachel's? This is Rachel's first BB Comics, right? Because they didn't start doing.
So.
They didn't start doing BB Comics till 16.
Yeah,
I know
think
for
so.
sure it was in 16, but I can't remember if that was the first year. Lauren was the hot Southern Belle or something. That
Gosh.
I don't know what
So
I don't know what to do
creative.
for Lauren. I'm excited for Zing as Zingbot shows up at any time and before the finale. I'm excited to hear what he has to say about Vorgan.
If he ever does.
Yeah,
We're not getting hide and go veto, so
yeah, poor Lauren picked out her hide and go veto spot, and then we'll never get a chance probably to hide or go, for that fact.
Well, she hides a lot, so
She's great at it.
I wonder what Mickey's is. Probably like the pink diva or something.
The pink diva. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't care. We'll see it.
The juice drinker.
Yeah. That was called out in her exit interviews with Arhap especially.
Yeah.
Maybe I saved that.
She said that it was her juice from her HOH win.
Yeah, which makes it make
Not
sense.
win, but
Well,
whatever.
I thought I told y'all it was confirmed.
Like,
That
but
was
not the Mictator. Oh my lord, that's really funny.
shade.
Mickey, I'd like to just toast to you. I'm so happy that we got the chance to talk to you today.
I can't.
I wonder if she knows. What she's doing.
Well, she knows.
No.
Someone had said it to her like after this, and she was like, "I know now why like Rob did that thing during that." It was really funny, but she was clueless at the time.
Remember? Were you the one that sent us like, Mickey's gonna do the Traitors, even though she has no idea what it is?
But she's gonna be a traitor. That much
Well, yeah,
is true. Whether she's told that or not, she's gonna be a traitor.
In a interview, she was like, "Well, I haven't watched the Traitors, but I've heard about it, and I kind of want to do it." And then someone was like, "Mickey heard Traitors," and she said, "I'm in."
That's how you get on other shows. Yeah, that's you have to suck on one and then they put you on all the other ones.
That's
yeah,
that's
glad
what happened
Mickey's
to David.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I mean, kind of.
He was on the Challenge CBS, or the Challenge, yeah, Challenge USA.
David's gotten a lot of chances.
None of them good.
No. All right, what do we want to talk about next? We're approaching 2.5 hours. What do we want to do?
Cody, California is having his first kid.
Okay, what else do we want to do?
Nicole Francis is also pregnant.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, wine or wine.
How are we going to talk about the rest of this season, y'all? How are we going to do it? This season just got put at a standstill that I didn't even know was possible. Nick, you said Rachel was going to die, and that was going to be the first twist of the year, and then Rachel died on day 60. So like, where do we go? I don't understand. Like this season is going to be viewed very differently. I think is something that we need to make note of. This season, where it was last week versus where we're at this week, I do think there is going to be an asterisk of sorts. I think there's going to be a lot more discussion about like this is the first time I have felt that so many fans and cast and current cast and alumni have really all said the same thing about how broken this seems, or how broken this really makes the game feel, or at the very least this doesn't feel like Big Brother. And so if nothing else, production needs to take a long, hard look at where they want the show to go in the future, because this was a disaster, and that's why I titled it as such for this podcast, because never have I seen so many people want to cohesively or together talk shit about the show in a way that felt like from the heart. And as someone who has watched the show for 20 years now, pretty much, I agree. It is hard to watch this show when things like this happen, and it seems like it is a yearly thing where we have to say, oh, production just purposefully went out of their way to make this show less interesting to watch, time and time again. And this was the most extreme example that I can think of in the time that we've covered the show. In the times that we've had many twists that have annoyed me, we've had many twists that I've called stupid. Never have I seen a twist take one of the best players in the game of this season, the main character at the very least, with all of the storylines, and just send her away.
Coup d'etat.
She coup d'etatted away from this game. It might as well have felt like that with how out of nowhere it came. So
even Big Brother 19, like Big Brother 19 had its fans, Nick being one of them, and
excuse me,
Macaron. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
What? You have so many people that you
second.
well, you had so many people that you stand on that season.
I don't know about that.
Alex.
No.
What's her name? Elena.
For the time.
Just
Mark?
used all my 10 votes on Jason. I remember Nick texting me that.
Yep. The rodeo clown.
Was I sober? Because I don't recall.
Every podcast Nick texts me is like, "Can I please wear my whistle nut outfit? Please." Finally.
Whoa. Let's
But
not expose me.
even Big Brother 19, people weren't. Oh my gosh! See.
Oh, speaking
That's
of
what you're talking
Raven,
about
did y'all
being
hear
19.
Raven shout out on the show tonight?
Where?
No.
Did y'all-
Oh, the bird.
Yeah, the Raven's call every like 10 minutes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the mastermind for a second. I was...
Stop.
Oh, she's kind of the mastermind of the season.
Well, I feel like they're gonna unmask the mastermind at the end, and it's just gonna be Raven.
I don't care anymore. Yeah, let it be.
Well,
Raven.
apparently Keanu is the mastermind, and because a tattoo that he has looks exactly like the mastermind.
Okay.
Did you see that Facebook comment that I said?
No, I didn't see that. That's what I should have pulled up. Apparently.
Let me see. Let me quote it verbatim because I was like, "What the?"
the beginning of the season when people thought Vince was in costume and that he was Cody.
That's why, yeah, he was either Cody or Paul. That's why he needs to get runner-up this year. So like that kind of thing just cursed him from the start. Can you imagine if it was Paul in disguise, shaved down to a mustache, and he went and got runner-up again in a better jury?
Oh yeah,
Like a completely different character.
Maybe it'd be funny.
This is saying. I'm thinking it could be Keanu. His hand tattoo looks like the mastermind, and 40 people liked it.
40 people.
Oh god. If you think this is what I love about Big Brother fans is that every year they have and I used to take part in this because I believed that maybe the production team had like a brain. But like when you take theories or when you think that Big Brother's like playing with your head or they're playing the long game, they are not playing the long game. I am promising each and every one of you, save your time. This production team does not give a fuck about what happens at the end of the game when they're starting the season. They did a whole detective theme with mysteries, and they do interviews every year, and they're always like, "This is the they always do the normal, this is the craziest most twisted season of Big Brother yet. You're gonna have to really be a detective to play this year." And what they mean by that is the mastermind's gonna enter the house one time and unlock a safe. That's what they mean. That is all that is going to happen. Everything else is just every competition we do that you see every year is going to be detective themed. That's what that means. You just have to do like a detective kind of thing in a competition probably every single week. There is no long game. There is no hidden object past the accomplice episode or the save. They haven't been hiding things in a whole season for you to figure out like it's a game of Clue. They just designed the house to look like Hotel Mystere. that's it. That is all they had to this twist besides the mastermind and what he did
accomplice.
tonight. Yes, the accomplice. The first night and tonight.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what the rest of the month of mayhem is like, but it's just
this.
What was the save for again? That's the thing, Colton. I don't remember. What was the save for?
What was it for?
I don't
exactly.
Even remember safe, honestly.
He opened something
once.
Did it have something to do with the? No, it didn't have anything to do with the power.
It has something to do with the rooms. No.
Did it? No, I don't remember. Someone has to remember what the safe was for back in week 2.
So these other comments are like, the only crime was allowing Rachel back ever. Please,
Okay.
please do not let the mastermind be Jesse, Boogie, or Angela. Hey, who is that? Who it is on here? LOL. He said, and someone else said, I thought the mastermind was Tyler. Mastermind should have been continuing his stuff each week. He hasn't really done anything.
That's what he wants you to think, or she.
He's floating.
Ariana Grande's brother.
Yes, I remember him.
I love Frankie. I saw Frankie at the MTV Awards, not him.
Sorry, I'm distracted now. Is Bookie in jail for robbing a CVS? I don't know. Is that a thing that happened?
I think that did happen. Yes.
Hold on, let me fact check. I'm the fact checker for this podcast.
Period.
Mike Boogie is not his legal name, I guess.
Coming in here, well, I was gonna say Zach comes in here with fake screenshots, but you came in here with fake screenshots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't cover me. I'm not the only one. Oh, he was back in March.
Yep.
Arrested at CVS after allegedly shoplifting from another
music bites. I'm sorry, not to derail anything, but
wait,
try again
he went to
tomorrow
a
during the on sale.
He went to one CVS and got arrested because he shoplifted at a different CVS. What? He somehow went to two different CVSs. Where he got in trouble because that's rare. I don't feel like you ever see someone getting arrested for shoplifting at just a different location for that same store. Impressive.
I don't see why anyone would want to shoplift at a CVS.
What's so valuable at a CVS? Everything. What do you mean?
Cough syrup, I guess. I don't know.
It's probably just the thrill, the thrill of the kleptomaniac Mike Boogie.
Hoping a doctor comes in there.
It's a cry for help. What?
Plastic surgeon.
We need to talk about something else now, and I don't know what it should be at this moment.
I mean, I'm just still sad.
I haven't cried about an elimination from this show since Britney's in 14.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
funeral.
I thought you were gonna say Britney Hoops. That was sad too.
I don't even remember her eviction.
Or Brittany.
I cried when Michael betrayed her.
No, I cried. Britney.
She's still shocked.
That was a really good Britney, yeah.
Of all people, I didn't think it'd be you.
Right.
I love that double eviction. That was good. That was a good. Well, aside from Direfest and Kyle, but
that season was not
yeah.
good.
I meant to point it out earlier. In our mid-jury twist era of Big Brother, we have seen the eliminations / evictions of now Joseph, T-Core, and Rachel Riley. If you want just any more reason to stop this madness whenever we get to this point in the season, it hurts. It hurts so much every single time. Yeah, just thought I'd say that.
That's crazy.
I didn't hear much from T-Core, honestly. Oh, well, I guess more so it shouldn't have been T-Core. It should have been Chelsea or Mackenzie.
In retrospect, for Leah and Angela, yes, it should have been either one of Chelsea or Cam, probably, or Mackenzie. You're right. Just
not so much on my girl.
But no, Chelsea's a good winner from last year, so I'm not gonna complain on that. Really, are there
She's not so great now, but
oh well. Actually, speaking of, hold on, I'm not shading Chelsea, but I did see a meme.
I was to say, no one can handle Big Brother, old school Big Brother now. They'll be canceled.
I'm just figuring it out. Not a fan of Alison Grodner and her twists on BP27. If y'all know, you know.
What was the original one?
It it was not a fan of someone's takes on RHAP. I can't remember whose it was exactly.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. Okay.
About
It was the
her
tweet-
not
yeah, she got, like,
separating
hella-
Bible from. Yeah, 'cause she
Yes.
deleted it. She's like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't use Christianity. Actually, you should, because I used it as a strategy and manipulated the whole house. Whatever.
Okay, so where would you guys put this season?
Now, bottom. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
It's probably gonna be
from 23 to now.
Oh,
that's hard. I mean, I do have to really have a winner to get to that point, but like
Right.
from what I feel right now, I would put 26 as number 1, obviously.
Yeah, I hard agree with that.
I think it's gonna go 20 or 26, 24. The last maybe no, 20 no 23 is 23 is safe. It's not a bad season. I like the cookout, but it's boring. It's so boring.
It's new school. It's new school. Well, no, because Big Brother 12, at least it had Rachel and Brendon. Never mind. I mean, it's a new school Big Brother 22. I'm Big Brother 12.
Right. I don't. There's also like knowing that Taylor wins, having that Amira eviction, watching Daniel Durston and then Nicole go out. Like, okay, I'm gonna say 26, 24, 23, 27. Oh wait, 27, 25.
I'm gonna say.
Damn.
I'm gonna say 24, 26.
First?
Taylor Elston.
Mm-hmm.
God.
And it has a
24
better
is
winner.
So bad to watch in real time for me that like I can't rank it high.
It was. I'm not gonna deny that it was like rough watch, but it also had good moments. Like that double eviction is iconic. Like top 5 double eviction in my opinion.
Yeah. It's like, am I picking 23, which I find all to be very safe, or do I like 24, which I find some parts to just be disgusting, but some parts that I love, you know?
And I think the best parts about 24 too is that the people who are disgusting get their comeuppance, because none of them, like especially the pre-jury, like they go out pre-jury. So and Kyle also, I mean, Kyle gets ratted out for his not very forward thinking, to say the least. That's why I like it so much. And it was the first time like I actively was watching the feeds. Like I watched the feeds on and off during All Stars and 23, but 23 was like hit or miss, I feel like. Especially with Kyle in there. So it'd be 24, 26, 23. Well, are we including 27?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the point of my question.
Okay, yeah. Oh. Because everything up until this point has been good. Like, I appreciate 23 for what it is, but like...
Come on, Zach.
I'm gonna give 26, 27, 23, 25.
Where's but 24 is at the top. Okay.
Yeah,
so
24
so in order 24, 23,
24, 26,
26,
27, 23,
3,
25. Yeah.
Okay, Nick, you go.
Wow. Y'all have very interesting opinions. So for me,
26.
Obviously, 26 is number one.
25 because
You're
of
right,
Riley.
and then it
Yeah.
is 25 after that. I like 25. I don't understand the revisionist history that 25 was not a good season. I think that we got.
You're gonna do Izzy like that?
Izzy, exactly. We love Izzy, and she was on 25, so I like 25. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
like,
but you're also saying that the season kept on getting better after she left.
that's not what I said at all, actually. Anyways, I'm gonna say 26, 25, and then what do I have left? 23, 24,
And 27.
and 27. Okay, so it would literally be that order. No, I'm sorry. It would be 23, 27, 24. I do not like 24.
24 at the end.
At the
24
end?
was such a shit season to me. I did not like watching
Y'all
Taylor
had
Haley
polar
Mills.
opposites at the top and bottom.
uh,
That's crazy.
Well, me and Zach do not ever see eye and eye on opinions, so that's not really shocking to me. But
Well, I don't see. Well,
I
do you want to
remember
state?
we-
Do you want to state what we talked about off podcast for your reasoning, or no?
No, I think my reasoning for not liking 24 is mainly because, like, looking back at it, I just did not have a fun time watching it. Like, I really didn't. I was annoyed the entire fucking time. I didn't like 90% of the cast except fucking Taylor and Alyssa. So it was like
Alyssa's a strong take.
Alyssa's not getting a strike from me.
And her 10
but
seconds.
I just did not like the people. I didn't like anything. Like, it was just such a flop to me. They had the whole like backstage boss, and then that got thrown out. Like, everything was just such a flop in 24 for me. Great winner, of course. Obviously, I was so happy with the outcome, but it just doesn't like negate all of the negative shit that happened in that season for me.
Yeah.
Just because I just don't like anybody other than like two people. So
See, I guess that's another, like, I can also say that I liked Michael, I liked Joseph, I liked Taylor, I used to like Turner, but you know, history isn't so fine. But especially for his vote, he's like, oh, if I would have known everyone was gonna vote for Taylor, I would have voted for her too. Oh, and I like Jasmine. I feel like we talked about it too. For some reason, I feel like looking back, Jasmine is someone who's gonna get invited back.
I think so too.
Really?
I can
see her hosting a comp at the very least.
I would
I think
hope
because
like
she like broke her whatever. I feel like CBS would want to extend an invite for something if given the opportunity. Like, I could totally see Jasmine getting that sneak spot on like an All Stars cast. Like, in
I think so too, and I
20
wouldn't
years
be
or something.
I wouldn't be mad at it, because
I
like
wouldn't be mad at it either. I think Jasmine's kind of funny.
yeah, I think she is too, and especially whenever like she actually started getting better, like in like especially her whenever her and Taylor had her conversation and
Sorry.
stuff.
We're literally talking about Jasmine from season 24 right now on the season 27 podcast. That's how dead this season is.
I've been trying to think if I hate the 24. You made a good. I mean, like, I do think 24 has the least likable cast out of this group of seasons. I don't think 27 might beat them though, in terms of how much I
Yeah.
just don't like them as
You're
a
right.
cast.
And I will say 27 has potential to fall below 24. for me,
Absolutely. There's
depending
so
on
much
who
room.
wins.
Yes.
Because at least I was satisfied at the end of 24 where I was like, okay, Taylor won. And so, like, whatever. But if, like, Vince wins, throw this whole goddamn thing away. Or if Kelly wins, this is, like, my worst nightmare of a season then.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think it should be stated that I don't usually rank my seasons of Big Brother based on like the strategy that is going on within the season.
no, me
I
neither.
I do base it off of entertainment. Like, can I sit there and watch a full season and not get bored? Like,
Right.
because if we're going off of strategy, obviously season 23 is going to be the winner here. That is the only season that actually executed a Big Brother strategy that led to, someone dominating the game in a way that feels like Big Brother. Like
Even though it
no
should
other
have been
season. Yeah. I mean, 24 to an extent also kind of, at least
Well-
put together a counter alliance to the big alliance. We saw Big Brother play out that way at least, but then Direfest and Brochella put that to a stop real quick too.
Well, mind you, these are also twists that we didn't mind. It was just that it was the outcomes that they had.
I minded. I minded. It was boring, unnecessary.
Well, okay, if they did it like what, week 3 or 4,
maybe that would have been more interesting than watching like 5 people in a
that is true.
in a space together. Like I don't know. I never understood that.
Terrence and his tattoos having to shower in like a corner.
We have like Kyle ratting him out with the airplane noises just raging overhead the entire time, trying to figure out what they're talking about. But yeah, Colton says need a mix of strategy and entertaining people. I think that is really what you need.
And
that's two of your criteria.
And that's what I like to, because 24, like I can pretty much name everyone on 24 is the thing. I don't know why that is, but I can. And I don't know. I just liked it. I also have I think I can put aside like my feelings during it and everything till like, well, I know what's going to happen. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I feel like if I rewatched it, I would have different, feelings towards it, I guess. But like, I don't know. I just remember us coming on here and like, I know you weren't like, you didn't cover that season with this, Zach, but I just remember like us coming on here like every week just being like, I hate all these people and da da da. Like we were just like so angry the whole time when we covered that season.
Zach's making a face like he was there for that season.
Maybe he was. I think
I was, because I started covering stuff when Big Brother 10. Big Brother Canada 10. I was there the whole season. That was right.
Yeah, I will say to defend Nick here, y'all are a blur of when y'all started being here. Like
Nick started in All Stars.
No, I didn't.
Daniel Icon
23
was still here in All Stars, and now we're at a point where Nick has been on this as long as Daniel Icon Brown was, and it messes with my brain every single day. Shout out Daniel Icon Brown.
Oh yeah, we're having a it's a double eviction, right?
Yeah. Yeah, next Tuesday on the podcast we're having a double.
Oh.
According to the comments.
I didn't know this.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I also agree though that like if Ashley wins, I would look back on this season fondly. Will wins. Yeah.
I have to know what happened between now and then though. Like something's gonna have to happen in the next 19 days for either Will or Ashley to win this game.
Right now,
what could that be?
Right now, what would be the cherry on top of a win? Not just thinking right now.
Vince losing in a bitter jury would be funny. I don't even like Kelly getting second place unanimously would not even be that entertaining to me.
Kelly winning over Vince.
Keanu winning over Vince in a bitter jury would be really funny, but I could not say that would be a fun finale to talk about. Will winning over Vince would be funny.
I think Lauren winning over Vince would be like hilarious.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that
what
would be the icing on the cake. Like Lauren of all people winning the season and next to Vince.
That she's asking, wait, what did we do?
She says to Vince, how do I answer that question? Like what she just asked. Like, did I do?
Yeah.
Can you come back to me?
And Vince
Can
is
you
just
ask
like
him first.
It's like, I don't know how I got here. I've been applying for 10
crying.
years. Yeah. He also said that he didn't watch Big Brother 16. So I'm pretty sure there was something about Big Brother 16 that he brought up. He's like, oh, I didn't watch that season.
I wouldn't be shocked.
You're right. What if Vince wins this season? I wouldn't honestly. Vince, I think, should win this season in a lot of ways. I'm not going to enjoy it though. I don't like his. It's going back to Nicole Franzel. I don't like watching his type of game win a season of Big Brother.
Well, that's the thing though. I don't think he doesn't play like Nicole Fran. He don't know who he plays like. He plays like the bad parts of Vanessa Russo. He plays the bad parts of Nicole. He plays the bad parts of Andy Heron. Like all of that together is just like the worst rat weasel muskrat game ever.
Yeah, it's a real specific type though. It's like immoral rat, you know? It's like I will fool everybody. The thing is he's just so good at it with this cast for some reason. It's horrible. It's awful. Like the fact that who hates him the most out of this entire remaining cast? Kelly, the person he made the first final two with and then forgot about?
And Kelly really wanted him to get eliminated. And she was pushing for him to get nominated.
Yeah.
This week, like, hey, you shouldn't nominate Vince. What has he done for you? Yeah, besides picking you first, what has he done for you? All of your allies are gone. All of them. Which is fair point, mind you.
It is.
Honestly.
At the hands of Vince, he has gotten rid of, in terms of like Keanu's allies, he's gotten rid of Riley. He's gotten
supposedly.
Yeah. Lauren's allies, he's gotten, well, he didn't get rid of Zach. Everyone else kind of did, but he also got rid of Riley, and it did not help with Catherine at all either. Considering he's
Adrian.
HOH and Adrian. Yeah, the Bond Alliance that once was, you know.
The Bond Alliance, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I forgot who it was. I think it was Colton. Someone brought up a good point. This is not the season for alliances at all.
Once again, yeah.
None.
Like the judges mind you, it was obviously not strong at all because one of them got eliminated. So
yeah, I mean, one of them got eliminated. One of them, being Vince, didn't care. It like was back and forth already. You know, we had the photos of him all with the hands in on, you know, the Tuesday forming the judges. Then on Wednesday, he's forming an alliance with Riley, Catherine, Lauren, and Kelly or whoever.
That was called. What was it called? Like,
and it didn't last long enough to have a name anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
grateful.
Exactly. And then you have Morgan, who's tied to Vince, who's not really into this alliance. So that's already broken already. Yeah. It was enough for them to put a graphic behind the evictee or in front of the evictee behind Julie every single week to say that that's what's going on, because they have no idea what else is happening in the game, because they can't really talk about it. No one wants to form alliances, which is okay. I'm glad there hasn't been a steamroll alliance for the last couple of seasons, but with all of the other game moves that are, or I guess lack of in this week, but previously with putting up our allies and let's share everything all the time with everyone. Let's rat out everything all of the time to everyone to make sure that there's no information that is never not shared with this house. It makes it all just a big mess, and to the point where you're only comfortable putting up your allies. Apparently that is the best thing you can do for your game if you're a Big Brother 27 house guest, and I just don't know how we got to that point so quickly. And it's probably just the people that they put in this game to begin with, but it seems like it should be a larger reason for that.
So what is Rachel Riley's legacy?
We definitely could have talked about that as a separate topic. You're right. I mean, you had the Mount Rushmore question, so I feel like we kind of.
I mean, yeah, but like she's not coming back.
No, Brendon's already said as much. They're done.
Yeah.
Not that Brendon speaks for Rachel, but.
Yeah, but what is her legacy?
I think Rachel Riley is a completely misunderstood person in reality TV. I think
Aw, taking the Morgan approach.
I'm taking it. Yeah. Rachel is at the lowest point of her game.
Oh my god.
I think Rachel, obviously someone that's watched Rachel since I was like 12 years old. I did not like Rachel at first. I was probably more of a casual viewer. I was like, no Brinchel, Brittany Haynes. And so like them coming back on in 13, I was like, and then of course Brendon comes back after being evicted. I'm like, and then Rachel wins the game, and I definitely didn't like it at the time either. Of course, since then I very much softened on Rachel Riley, and enjoy her as a TV personality. And I think her coming back into this game this year after wanting to come back for All Stars but not being able to, I feel like she thought that she had something to prove, especially after, you have people that didn't even think she should have won 13, or at the very least, she wasn't a good winner. And there are good reasons for thinking that. Not that Rachel could not have won season 13 without Pandora's box. I am subscribed to the opinion that she still could have. So putting that aside, I do believe that Rachel played her best game yet in this, and I think she used her persona, her personality, and her just raging confidence of playing this game unabashedly, and used it to a T with these house guests. And while she did not play a perfect game by any means, she did unnecessary things all of the time, especially when it came to getting in fights or trusting Keanu way more than she should have, way more weeks than she should have. She was in a very good position. And I think her scariness to this house should be studied for how unwilling this cast was to put her up. And she used that to her advantage every single time that she could. And she made the biggest move of the season, again, getting Riley out of that house. Riley would still be in this game, I think, if she just didn't do it then. And so getting rid of the showmance, what an arc for Rachel Riley, getting rid of the showmance. And to see her have that path to the end, maybe she would have been out this week anyway, but to see her have that path and to just see it stripped away from her in this fashion at this point in the game after 60 days, so disappointing. I don't think that takes away anything from her status as a legend in this game, and I think this really is something that she should be proud of and will definitely be proud of. I think walking out of that game, walking out of that house, I hope that she thought like, oh my God, they never nominated me. They never voted me out. This was crazy. This is my best game played yet, and hopefully she'll have a lot of that to go with her. But it sucks that we'll never know what would have happened to her on this season, and we'll always be talking about it. This will be something that we talk about for forever. Like, what if they didn't have that dumb twist and Rachel went out of the game? And I know I talk forever again, but that's how I answer. Nick, what is Rachel's status in BB now?
Like you said, I feel like it didn't change. I feel like if anything, it just kind of like solidified it even more. I don't know. I think after 12, she came back for 13 and like really won the audience over. At least most of us. I don't know about you, because you
Do you not like her?
I did. I'm saying Barrett didn't.
I was saying in 12.
Oh, I hated her in 12. I feel like a majority of people who actually watched the feeds hated her in 12. I'm just saying that was like the universal opinion at the time, was that people hated her if you watched the feeds or the show, but if you watched the feeds, you liked Brittany. And yeah, I feel like the
Brittany hated Rachel.
Yeah, and I feel like the casuals really were pulling for the brigade at the time too. But of course, yeah, so I really hated Rachel a lot in season 12, honestly. I couldn't stand her. Came back for 12, and I immediately was standing. It was like very weird. It was like I felt a different energy in her, and I grew to like love her in 13. And I feel like 13, like that season specifically, has like a special like place in my heart, because like watching it live, like I was very into that season. Like I was super into the feeds, and like a lot of that was because of like Rachel and the vets, and like I just was very into it, and I fell in love with Rachel. And ever since then, I've always loved her. I've loved her on every show that she's done outside of Big Brother, like The Traitors or whatever the hell, The Snake in the Grass. Yeah, whatever the hell she pops up in, I'm tuned in. Amazing Race. you know, she's a legend, like a reality TV legend. And I feel like this season she came back and you know, like Barrett said, I feel like she had something to prove because of everyone criticizing her 13 wins, saying it was rigged, this, that, whatever. And you know what? Rachel showed in this season that she doesn't need literally any twist, competition, anything to keep her safe in the game. And, you know,
Minus the 1 week of safety. But after that,
minus the 1 week of safety, right? But after that, correct. I feel like she didn't need anything to really save her. And that goes
She
to
need
show
a pendant, a protection.
no, she didn't need no friendship bracelets either. I feel like it goes to show how much she's grown, not only as a player, but as a person since her first season. Because her first season, she was so disliked in the house and by the audience. But she needed to win things all the time to keep herself safe, to stay in the house. And she barely made it to the jury. But it was by like the skin of her teeth because she was clawing her way there by winning things. Here it's a total different story where she, you know, she got screwed over, of course, but she got all the way to the jury stage of the game without needing to do any of the stuff that she needed to the first time to get her where she is now, if that makes sense. So I feel like we watched an evolution with Rachel live. At least I did, because I was a live feeder for 12 and so on. So it's very like it made me, like I said, the episode made me extremely emotional just because it's like very trippy to me, like watching the vets come back, because we sit there and we watch them on the feeds for days on end and then they leave and then it's like, okay, like I never see them again, and then they come back on the show and you're like, this is weird. And I don't know, that's how I feel at least. And I grew to love Rachel so much. She is one of my favorite reality contestants of all time. It's so funny, I was looking back at my old stuff. I had it came up on my Facebook memories that I was hoping Rachel wins BB13 around this time in
oh my God,
whatever year that was. That was my Facebook status. So I've stuck by her for over a damn decade now. And I will continue to, because she is the queen, or at least one of them.
Yeah. Well said. Zach, your turn to answer your own question.
Oh yeah. I was very excited. Like, you know, we saw all the clues and everything like that about like, and of course, these fans are fucking crazy, or we're all fucking crazy because we all think everything. People think that she wears a key, so she has to be the mastermind, or to the key to the lock on this fucking mask. And for once, our delusions were not delusions. It was true. They were actually bringing back Rachel Riley. And in my head, I was just like, well, she's not going to last, because why wouldn't you take out someone who won the damn game? Like, look at the last person who came in who won, well, almost on their own, who won the damn game was Dan. Like, All-Stars excluded. Well, Nicole did make it far. But anyway. With newbies, Dan. And why not take her out? Not that I wanted her to. I was just like, I rooted for her. Like, I didn't watch the feeds. I watched the episodes because I wasn't a fan at the time. And she was what made season 12 entertaining. Her and Brittany. And like, she was the only force really against the brigade, unbeknownst to everyone else. But like, the brigade is boring. It's boring. Like, Enzo, who? Like, come on. And then Big Brother 13, like, I was rooting for Brendon and Rachel. Just watching the episodes, and I would read some Hamster Watch and stuff like that, and seeing everything like that. And I've always been a big defender of, even with Pandora's box or whatever that's introduced, I still think Rachel has a really good shot at winning. It just depends on the comps and everything like that, but I feel like Jordan would have been taken out over Rachel, just because I feel like Jordan would win in a jury against anyone else. I don't think anyone thought Rachel would. I have always liked Rachel. I liked her on Traitors because I love to see her on my TV again. I didn't watch Amazing Race because U-turns, road work ahead, whatever the stuff
Something
is.
like that,
Yeah. But I still rooted for her on the side. I always love to see Rachel on my screen because she's always going to not be mad. She's going to make sure to be Team TV. She does.
Yeah.
If I always want to play, like, if I ever were to play, well, I can't say that because I feel like I'd be just too chicken shit to do it. I feel like she has the courage just to be like, I don't care what happens, like, because she has a social, as we can see through this game, she has a social capital to do things and still be able to be cool with or people still want to keep her here. And I feel like this game alone showed that she is a good Big Brother player. Like, she went in with a whole bunch of newbies. They had plenty of opportunities to put her up. I hate when people say, like, they wouldn't have put her up or anything. They can put it up. Production doesn't say, of course, production doesn't want, like, their one vet to go home, but, like, they can't stop it from happening. Like, they can't go that far.
Yeah.
And
they can send her home themselves, though.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, apparently, see, production didn't care. They sent Rachel home themselves. So, and it just goes to show, like, Rachel has. This is why I brought up the Mount Rushmore type thing, because, like, icons of Big Brother, people, like, whenever you think Big Brother, the first person that pops in your head, I always think about that. Like, we can talk about strategists and, the best quote unquote Big Brother player ever. I still think, like, as far as entertainment, as far as icon, as far as the person that you hear about when you hear the name Big Brother, Rachel is going to be at the forefront of most people's minds. Even if they've never seen the show, they probably have heard of her. They probably have heard her sayings. They may not know where their sayings come from or what they mean, even if it's not actually floaters. She was actually calling out coasters, but that's another story. Rachel, you are loved by the Big Brother fans. This is, like, I feel like this is the worst way for her to go out, but I feel like it is very poetic in the fact that she came out of Big Brother 12 and no one really liked her apparently, but she's leaving, or she got eliminated from this house, and everyone who is correct and not just a casual fan who actually knows the game knows that she was robbed and knows that she was playing a good Big Brother game.
Yeah. Or at the very least, one of the best of the season. If not the best,
the best, yes.
Yeah. So, great answers, both of you. I think, I do hope that a lot of people see Rachel in that light after this season. And I like what you said. Like, if nothing else, Rachel did prove to herself that she could play Big Brother. And that's nice to think about. Like, that does help me in this therapeutic process of trying to come to terms with the fact that this happened in the past.
I also
the show
like
is
the
how
fact,
it is.
I also like the fact that she even said herself on the feeds. I forgot when it was, but whenever she said, "This is the first time I've been in a house where not everyone fucking hated me."
Yes, she did say that. And then to your point too, like, she's a competition beast, in the history of Big Brother. She won competitions to save herself because everyone wanted to go after her. She was nominated, 7 times in between her 2 seasons that she was on. And so, like, to have that person go on the season and not hit the block once, with just 1 week of, or I guess 1 week of safety, 1 week of an HOH, and Yeah, it's impressive. I think also in terms of like veterans coming back and playing this game, this is one of the better times that I could stomach that happening, and I'm very thankful for that because I've seen many
Roger
vets come
Paul.
back and play this game. Yeah, many vets come back and play this game, and I have terrible times watching them because there's a bit of a power trip involved. And Rachel the thing about Rachel is that she's always on a power trip, whether she's in power or not. And so I found that thoroughly entertaining this year, and I kind of love how much people hate it. Like, kind of loved how much people hated how much she was playing the game this year with these scared house guests.
Barrett hated whenever Dan came back.
It's not a bad example of someone coming back, but that was in the mix. That was a different season. It was 4 people coming back. A lot happened then.
They were coaches and safe for like the first.
Well,
First
there's
month, yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's another thing we should like point out, like of return. Well, no. I'm just saying, comparing it to that one, returning players versus newbies, like mixed in. There's like 3 seasons, or 4, I guess.
You got
19, 13, 14, 19, 18,
19. And then this 25 is Suri, if you want to count that at all.
No.
Not really.
Okay, so
And this one,
the first one since 19, then technically.
I guess 18 really is the best one out of those. For like, I'm talking about cast overall, not just talking about just because that's 19. I mean 18.
Wow. 14 isn't bad either. I think 14's got some. You have Dan doing like 2 of the best moves he ever did in 14. I feel like you have to count that towards something.
I'm talking about just newbies.
Oh, newbies, the newbies that they mix in with the vets. Yes,
Yeah.
18 is better in that regard.
Definitely.
I was gonna say I could well, besides Jody, I couldn't name the rest of the pre-jurors.
Really? You got like Kara and
JoJo.
Willie and JoJo, Ashley, and wow. Okay. I think it's time for Islands in the Stream on that note. Okay.
I remember Bronte. I remember Glenn.
That reminded me, Powerpuff Girls got a shout out, or they discussed the Powerpuff Girls briefly on the live feed update today.
Oh yeah. Maybe wait, they didn't have to change it to Spy Girls?
Well, how it worked was I can't remember who was on with Taryn. He was like, weren't they called like the Powerpuff Girls? And Taryn's like, I don't remember. And then later on someone said in chat Spy Girls. And they're like, oh yeah. I don't think they ever got told that Powerpuff Girls was actually their original name though. Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here for the past 3 hours. This has been a weird podcast to have, but I'm so glad all of you were here. I hope if you continue to watch Big Brother 27, good luck to you. We'll be back next Tuesday if you choose not to talk about Big Brother 27. And yeah, we have an eviction episode on Thursday. Oh wait, we have an episode tomorrow as well. So check out the BB Comics episode if you want. Check out the eviction episode if you want, including the blockbuster. Oh my God, what are we doing? But yeah, regardless, come join us again next week. We have a bunch of links in the description below. Join our Discord, join our Facebook group. Team Az does great over there. We've been talking a lot in the Discord. We've also got all the other links if you want to keep up with us any other way. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, always helps us. Audio only links are also down there. And yeah, thank you all again, whether you were here live or whether you weren't here live. Okay. We'll see you when we see you. Zach, say the thing that you always say.
Rachel, come back. You can blame it all on production. Perception is reality. Our reality.
Good night, everybody.